welcome to another game of Upon the Wrath. A game that was missed last week because we were all busy and had lives of confusion.
Tough shit.
Good start.
Yeah.
Today we are down in Aaron and a potential late Fitz. We'll see how he goes. So at some point I'm sure he will just turn up and confuse the entire ordeal because, as you will soon discover, we've also changed the seating around. So everything makes no sense. And we will also be dealing with the confusion of the aftermath of last game, if people can remember that.
I forgot.
Exactly. And that is why we have the recap. Intro! Now we go. Now we're there.
Fucking done.
I'm not paid enough for this shit.
Hi.
You're getting paid for this?
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
And now we have been sued by the Simpsons. Awesome.
Sorry.
Alright. Bad writing
Simpsons
loves
did
me.
it. There you go, now South Park.
Right.
Now
So
just play some Disney music and we got the trifecta.
Right, so as a recap to what happened last game, the party reactivated another portion of the Jeeves core, unlocking what is now being dubbed as SAS mode.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Drew and Luggage decided to stay at the mansion as Drew had regained, well not regained, but had been gifted 2 boxes of just random lost knowledge and had become fixated with it and wanted to make a whole bunch of research and make use of everything. Luggage being Luggage has stuck around with Drew. The rest of the party decided to carry on with their mission of following up on this invasion that had happened and also following a lead on what they had found out was one of the kids in the village that Aaron wanted to check up on. So the group had agreed that they were going to head off to Ruin Bay. On returning to Silverthorn, the party met up with a dragonborn hunter who was currently following a few different missions and had been given a mission of locating a frog toad from Rowan Bay and had been sort of discussing the information on that. Finding out that the party was also heading there, decided to tag along for the ride in the airship, and then immediately got airsick.
A dragon.
A dragon.
A dragon that gets ears.
Dragonborn, not a dragon. We don't have wings, thank you very much. We don't fly.
I'll be like,
I established that. I went to you do the flap flap.
I tap you on the back, it's alright. I'm also a failure to my race. Oh, my good shoes. Oh wait, I don't wear shoes.
I'm sorry, Sky, would you like to leave through that door? Even though there's an open door
I
over there.
just polished those hooves.
Yes, peasant, let me through.
That was my cat this
Anyway.
morning.
So the airship then took off towards Rowan Bay, and the party spent a few days sort of dealing with Monty switching between an old person and a middle-aged sort of young person, then getting really moody. He's currently in what would look like a 19 to 20-year-old.
Oh, those hormones.
All he wants to do is go clubbing.
The party had crossed over part of the landmass over the water and had realised a boat was also heading quite quickly in the northern direction as well. Upon wanting to mess with the boat, Johnny realised that the boat housed a dwarf that has been following him.
That's
and
right.
immediately wanted to sink the boat,
Yep.
to which an
I
entire
tried.
debacle had happened upon the airship, and eventually Dio and Aaron were able to convince Roland to take the airship in the sky and take off and just ignore the boat.
He's now a failure in my eyes.
Good. I wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
After a couple of days of sort of air travel and confusion, the party rushingly fixed a hole that had been created in one of the lower decks by Johnny, as the airship decided to
Lucky
land
Drew
in the
wasn't
dock
there.
itself.
That's right.
So it landed as a boat.
You would
Upon
have been given so many fire potions.
So you're feeling the cosmos John did something wrong. Makes a fire potion and puts it on the shelf. The shelf just says for Johnny when he's back.
The party's boat landed in the water and docked in one of the docks. Upon the confusion of some of the dock people dealing with a monk that didn't quite understand what was going on, jumping overboard and landing on the deck of everything and confusing things.
Squishing a small child.
Eventually, they docked properly, and Fitz went off to basically register the boat under his name, so that the actual docking space you have is being essentially registered and paid for. Then, after disguising the 3 skeletons that you have trailing around with you, Johnny decided to go inland while wearing a skull for a hat.
Oh my god, I forgot about this.
Well, a few of the other party basically had slowly disembarked from the boat and were following him. Johnny, immediately getting to the docking yard area, was recognised by the town guards, and I think most of the party at the time witnessed at least one of the guards screaming, "It's Prince Johnny."
Which is insane because I'm wearing a skull.
You're only wearing a skull, though. It's...
Oh, not over my face.
Disguise.
Oh, you know what? I've done the classic. I forgot I had horns. So I'm like, I'm wearing a skull though, and I was like, it's on your horn. It's like, fuck it.
to be fair, you're also the prince.
Yeah.
Just because you're wearing like a thing doesn't necessarily mean they won't recognise everything else about you. And I'm very sure the distinctness of a split blue tail is also something that's not very...
I thought that was a recent thing.
Recent, yes, but it's all. But the way you've described it being healed over already
Oh,
implies
no.
that it's actually probably not so recent as you're immediately.
Recent.
It's recent in that you weren't born with it, but it's recent enough that the town recognises it.
I tried to slap a, I don't know, goat, and it bit it in half.
I've got a toothache and I forgot to buy the Nurofen this morning. It's alright, don't worry. It's not stopping me. It's
Okay.
just an annoyance.
We're gonna have to get the dragon to go home again because he's got a toothache.
No, I'll be fine.
Roll for damage.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh
Same thing.
So I'm going to jump time back just a little bit, as it was
Freeze frame.
it was freeze frame on Dio, Aaron, and essentially Fitz coming back from registering the thing. A few minutes before this, Faridrin, you have woken up below deck to basically the ship sort of landing in the water. This is where the boat was coming into to dock.
What kind of action you're doing?
I would head to the kitchen first to get some drink and hydrate myself, and then realise the boat isn't moving, except slightly.
It's slightly moving. The first thing you will notice immediately when you sit up is you look out the window and you are slowly coming into dock. So this is in the few minutes of everyone sort of rushing around.
I can see we're on water, not air now?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Probably trot upstairs after having a quick morning prayer.
Yep.
Making sure that Hades doesn't have a particular task for me today.
Quick prayer.
Part the way through you wandering around, sort of getting everything ready. You're in the middle of dealing with coffee, and you sort of hear the sound of clink, 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 clink of the skeletons running around below deck, who have been a bunch of outfits are being thrown on them. The 3 of them sort of seem to wander past, following Johnny. One of them just stops in mid walk as Johnny and the first 2 skeletons go up, and it turns and looks at you.
That must be Ethan. It sounds like an Ethan.
And you notice its eyes sort of change and become sort of like a weird fiery, like before it was just kind of vacant, and then these fiery kind of pupils appear in it. And the skeleton turns and looks at you and goes, "You were on the right path, follower. You recognise this voice as being Hades' voice coming from the skeleton.
Put
They learnt to
down
talk.
the melon. Oh, good. Am I serving? Am I? What's the word I'm looking for? Am I being a good boy? Girl, good girl.
The
Assumed his
skeleton's
own character's gender.
Skeleton's like, with HR in mind, yeah. He draws on an
skeleton
eyebrow.
sort of nods.
Okay, good.
It says,
Good accolade.
and it sort of says, "You're on the right path."
I will bow in respect to a skeleton
Hands you a copy of Path Fixer.
as I stand up, grab a backpack.
As you're grabbing your gear, you turn back, the skeleton has gone.
I guess I won't destroy that one. Is there any distinctive features on that one so I know which one it is?
It has an arrow in the back of its head.
It has a name tag saying Ethan, the weird one.
So the problem with the skeletons is Johnny has constantly tried to rename them, but every new name tag and thing, Bark has recognised them as name tags and has removed them.
Yeah.
As Bark has named them and gets pissed with anyone who replaces their names.
Yeah.
Which is Two Thumb, Chip, and Arrow.
I might later on get out a little carving tool and put it there instead. On the thingy so that it shows instead of that. Anyway,
As
I will then.
as you come up onto the top deck, you are able to see the in. I was going to say in possession, but that's not the right word. No,
End of the procession.
Yeah, procession is the right word. Yeah, of Erin walking off deck, following Johnny of these skeletons walking into the bay, and as you sort of get up to sort of look around, you notice
Hold up!
that you start sort of saying that sort of walk
Let me break into dance.
You notice that Vandal, the other human that was on board there, is still sort of flapping about with something on board. He's obviously staying on board. And as you go to walk off, you notice that Falcor and Goose are sitting at the side of the ship, kind of looking out in the crowd, sort of uneasily.
I would like to try and talk to Goose in Draconic. Because I know that I don't know how you play this, but technically they can speak. But
Yeah,
common
no.
and Draconic.
Yeah.
So we don't need to mind control. We can actually talk to him. I don't know if you want him to speak common as well,
Mind?
but
No,
Talk to me.
he understands common, but he can't speak it.
um,
His vocabulary, like his vocal cords do not allow him to speak common.
I like votes. Let's go with votes.
mainly just asking him how he's a flying person. I guess he's used to this, and I kind of am feeling slightly ashamed at the fact that I felt sick on a thing with my ancestry. Making sure he's happy and okay, and give the bear a
I feel
pat
like that should be a
and
roll
wander
of
off.
disgust from Goose on this lesser dragon.
As you start talking to Goose about this, Goose kind of looks at you and just goes, "Eh."
Scratch.
In our society, we would call you failure.
As you walk off deck, you notice that Falcor and Goose have decided to stay on board this airship, and sort of it looks
He
like
doesn't take his pet with him. Knowing that technically it's a pet and a pet.
essentially what's happening is
Not good
Falcor and
enough.
Goose
You
are
say
just
that
watching
in
everything at
Draconic?
the moment.
You might get in trouble.
As you wander up to try and catch up with the rest of the group, you hear this "Prince Johnny" stated from one of the guards.
Do I see them coming towards the group? Like, I assume, are they? The thing that I'm thinking of is, do they look threatening, and do I need to think like I'm protecting my crew?
No.
Kind of
They do not
thing?
look threatening. They look more excited, like they haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, good.
As
Just
these-
like Justin Bieber fans.
as these three
Early Justin Bieber fans.
as
They're
these
all
three-
underage.
as these three guards
Or
run up to
too
Johnny,
old.
and like one of them stands up,
Oh my god.
and one of them goes up to the front and goes,
man.
"Prince Johnny, it's a pleasure to see you back again. I'm assuming you want an escort back home.
No.
We can help escort you if you wish, and your companions." As they kind of look at the skeletons, who are just kind of like,
Looking at
Gust.
Aaron and Dio, Prince.
I know, right?
Shrugs.
Yeah, Aaron just kind of goes,
Pull the cap off. Are you sure? Prince? To
Unfortunately,
the guards,
yes.
so pulling the skull off his head.
Can I sleight of hand a
fully-
minor illusion? So do like a woo.
to make another skull.
Yeah, to make another face.
The
I have
guards
a
turn and
skeleton.
go, of course, it can be not mistaken. The tail's a dead giveaway.
Fuck! That's what I say blatantly.
And
It could go either way too.
Okay.
Tails.
Put the cap back on.
there's now like this weird kind of image blur because he's both wearing a mask and also this minor illusion of the mask.
Did not help myself.
But the moment you move, the mask is still floating there because minor
Oh,
illusion
right.
won't move.
I should have practiced that.
Done did fuck up.
I'll just like take out my to-do list. Practice minor illusion. Keeps ballsing yourself up. Well, cross that off. Don't need that anymore.
In the small experiences I've had, you do not seem like a prince. But then I guess...
How quickly could I mold earth a hole in the ground?
The hole would be like taking a spade hole of stuff, so not enough that you.
So it wouldn't be like open up, disappear.
Mold
Your
earth.
foot just
Mold
goes-
earth. Mold earth. Mold earth.
The,
Right,
the
now you
spell
put-
that lets you do that is actually, I think it's Move Earth. It's an actually slightly higher spell
Okay, so yeah, don't
No.
have to.
to make the hole that you're wanting. But no, you essentially mold Earth. Essentially, is like making sort of a spade full of dirt you can move somewhere. So you could just
shit.
quickly go mold Earth, and this hole could be like moved, and you could step in it, but it would only hold up like your shoe. Like just a shoe, not both shoes, just one shoe.
Oh my god, he's doing his mirth magic trick. I'm like, fuck, I'm just confirming myself more. Can I give a motivational speech to tell people it's not me? You are all
As-
mistaken.
As you'll start saying this, the guards have started to circle your group.
Oh,
and
no.
have moved into a protective sort of circle.
to guard me.
It started as 3, but as you guys have been kind of discussing this, you realise a few more town guards who have been moving past have also joined in. You now.
Is he in trouble?
Yeah.
So this is the one that's called out, I guess.
He turns and says, "We're assuming he's heading home. The king and queen have been looking for him. We're assuming he's heading home."
Yeah, sure.
What do you
Well,
do?
that's not why we're here. But I'm not going to stop
It's
you
not
from
why
seeing
you're
your family.
Let me just derail the story and go see my parents.
Aaron quickly sort of taps one of the guards on the shoulder and goes, "Where's the university?" And the guard turns and goes, "Well, do you mean the Athenaeum?" And he goes, "Probably." And the guard goes, "Well, it's near the palace, so I assume the same direction you're heading." Aaron goes, "Okay," sort of shrugs and goes, "I have no objections."
Lights up his pipe.
So I assume that it's like a football group is around us, and they haven't stopped moving. I've slowed down, but then at the back, somebody just shoves me forward every so often.
Basically, as you guys start heading towards the palace and sort of moving, I'm assuming you're all moving in a group. It is sort of that they are basically
Shoving me in the right way.
as
If he
you
doesn't want to go, I'm not going to push them.
as a group, you guys are just basically walking in a position. As you're moving towards the palace, because of the size of your group, a lot of the crowds are sort of moving aside for you guys to basically make your own thoroughfare.
Here comes the dickhead.
Without the
I
trumpets.
cast some
Only catch
cast some firebolts upwards, make a parade of it.
station music.
As you're doing that,
More
this,
fuckwits away.
you do have some people in the crowd sort of go, "Oh," sort of clapping to this.
Doesn't.
Can I roll to like hit a house deliberately to light it on fire and cause a distraction? I'm going firebolt like this, and I'm going to sneakily light a house on fire.
Roll sleight of hand,
Miss hit an orphanage.
and then
Hey, that works too.
yeah, because your aim. It's not so much an aim sort of situation; it's making it look like it's a.
That makes the fire mobile if it hits an orphanage.
At least you can laugh at it now because you're not.
Also, if you're
that would
within 10
be-
feet,
Wouldn't
you get
stop
plus
me.
10.
23 for sleight of hand.
So you're what,
Cool.
50
It
feet?
looks like you've accidentally
Yeah.
fired this
You get
fireball
60
up.
if
That
you
seems to
stand.
arc and go right down towards the building.
Yeah,
And you're sort of walking
we
like
can be
this.
friends.
And you kind of,
I
as you're
also
walking along,
have
no one
my
else seems to have been
superman
paying much
initiative.
attention.
The last time
There
I-
is a bit of smoke that starts coming from that direction.
Oh my god, that building's on
Girls
fire.
get it
a couple of the
Well.
guys.
Over there. Let's help them.
You saw it.
There is roll me a perception.
It's old.
I forgot my numbers. I'm on a completely different character now.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-da.
It's faridrin. Perception. 12.
You look back and you notice there is a bit of smoke coming from what looks like a building structure.
I start running towards it.
Hey guards, you should go with them to help.
A couple of guards go, oh right, and two of them just peel off and follow Faridrin, and the rest are still with you.
Fuck. I cast Firebolt in the other direction to try and get another house on fire.
I'm assuming because they didn't yell at him, he got away with the first one.
Yeah, I did.
he got high on
23.
sleight of hand. Yeah.
Huh, cool.
Are you?
Very
I guess
nice.
back to the parade and then start doing it again.
So you start doing this, and
I aim for a house directly on the other side, so like.
I hate Johnny so much.
it's
And I don't see what he did either. I just see a house on fire. Oh no!
as
What a freak
What
circumstance!
are you gonna do?
as
Spit on it?
a couple minutes goes by as Johnny makes his
Yeah,
way
cold
down
breath.
this parade. Faridrin, as you and these few guards run through to this sort of area, you notice that one of the buildings that is in sort of the shack area, you run in thinking, oh no, there's going to be a fire, you turn up, and what looks like there could have been a fire has already been put out, and it looks like it was only a small one that had started off. There looks like there's someone who's just thrown a bucket of water on it and sort of looks at you guys and just goes, hi.
What happened?
The roof just started on fire.
Did you see what caused it?
I did.
You didn't roll, you didn't see it.
Roll perception.
Yeah, you have to roll a perception to say that. Yeah.
Fuck!
You have to
And
be
you have to beat
23.
a 23. I mean, admittedly, monks have
That wisdom.
wisdom, so you're okay.
Yeah, I was like, I think I would perception.
You would think that I would, but I don't.
But yeah,
Cool. I will
the two
then
guards go, oh, okay, everything seems good then, and they turn and walk back.
turn and follow them.
Fuck!
They know where they're
It's
going.
a
I don't.
25.
You saw Johnny's fake out.
The prince fucking lit it on fire. They're probably used to it.
Yeah. So,
This
going
conversation,
back to the initial part then, I guess, before we run off.
Yeah.
whether no, because Dio didn't actively say anything.
Afterwards, yeah,
Yeah.
cool, sweet.
So
No.
you come back to the group. You have another chance to.
Light another house on fire.
Johnny,
It-
no.
No, you don't. You only get to see this if I've done it.
Yeah, roll perception to see if you can catch it.
See-
24.
Seeing him still going like
Net
this.
one.
Oh my god, the other one wasn't him.
No, I just don't catch
You were too busy.
You don't
tattletelling
catch the
on
lead up
last
for
one.
him
No.
changing the trajectory of his hand. You're actively watching him to the point that you kind of blind yourself a little bit from the lights from him firing each
I'm
other.
just going, I fucking hate you so
I
much.
start a one-man version of Oklahoma.
Oh no.
Oakland
we're gonna
Donald.
get
You
so
so
low.
which direction are you firing these fireballs?
Sort of like on a 65-degree angle.
Okay, so just so you're basically walking perpendicular. There's inland. There's inland to your right and the docks to your left.
Yeah, docks. That seems like a place that we would.
Okay, so
Yeah.
That's
Your
where the
ship-
boat is, you dumb fuck.
It
No,
won't
no,
be
the ship
enough
would
to
be
light the
behind
ship
that
on
way.
fire.
Come on, that would have been the perfect punishment.
Cool. So you fire off another fireball. It flies up, and then goes down to the docks, and you're sort of walking along. And anyone who's paying attention to these random fires coming up can roll another perception.
Friends fail.
Sorry, you'll be there in a
That's
second.
cock.
8.
No worries.
Yes.
Nah, fail. Fuck.
Hey, I'm gonna
Well, you may
appropriate.
not be able to see him fake it, but you may be able to see the fire.
Sorry, I just
If
wanted to
there
grab
is
your
one.
dick.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was gonna say,
Where is it gone?
technically not inappropriate for you.
I'm
Very
just a
appropriate.
piece of meat, thank you.
He's also a side
No
salad.
one seems to react. Johnny, you're aware of the smoke potentially happening in that direction. Roll me a perception to see if you can
Meal
see it.
and a side.
I love me a garnish.
16.
I'm sorry, don't laugh. I don't want your water to
19.
break.
Cool. Yep.
I
no,
mean-
you're
She
able to,
married me.
you're able to turn
About
back and
ready.
you can see the small smoke starting from the other side
Cool.
of the dock.
Can I now gaslight and say, "Oh my god, we're being attacked by a baby dragon"?
Where?
Roll me a deception.
What colour is it?
Can I roll to just hit him over the head, please?
Fuck.
13.
I'm rolling perception for sight, not perception. I don't care that he's lying.
No, insight determines whether you can tell what he's.
I'm not going for insight. I'm going for perception. I'm trying to find the dragon.
Just automatically
I've been
assuming.
told there's a dragon in the area. I'm not happy.
I just want to knock him out, so.
Okay, roll.
Those guards will fucking
Roll,
pile
roll,
on
roll
you.
to attack.
That's useless. A not natural 20.
You can't start spearing your eyes around, looking around.
You didn't bring your glasses.
You don't see a dragon, but you do see just at the end of the position a few crowd people kind of
perception.
moving a little bit as there is this majestic bear just kind of wandering
to attack.
behind
It's
everything.
just straight dice, so 13 again.
It's not a dragon. It's your bear.
Nah, I've got an armor class of 16.
Fuck you.
The group, your.
There's a 13 to attack.
Dio turns and makes a swing at Johnny.
I dodge it. Well, now I'm reciting YMCA.
He's in the middle of doing some stupid shouting thing and is able to dodge it.
I hate him so much.
Johnny, you understand dragons have scales. That's a bear. That's your bear. I turned around and
It's not my bear.
Falcor was walking forwards. And I'm thinking the group, your bear.
Yeah, he
The royal you're.
That's not my role.
Faridrin points out Falcor following behind the group.
Yeah, it was him. Just like the baby dragon. Kill it.
Yeah.
Goose
Dragon.
Goose is on.
Goose!
Goose is not here. It's the bear that has wind.
Damn it.
I don't understand.
Who
Where's
fed the bear
dragon?
beans?
Where is the dragon?
It's an invisible dragon.
Again, Goose is not here. Goose? It's about the only dragon I know that can go invisible.
Good God.
Goose?
There could be bigger dragons that are invisible.
Calling
How
Falcor
are you
over.
seeing?
You call Falcor. He's still kind of wandering. The guards that have been walking with you guys notice Falcor and immediately circle around Johnny. So he is now engulfed by these guards who have seen the bear and are sort of moving into a protective position around him.
Are they all facing outwards?
More or less.
So they're not actually looking at me.
There is one guard who's looking at you.
Dimension door?
There is one who's looking at you, and the other one's around. So he's looking at you just in case, and the rest of them. It's the captain who's watching you. He seems to have been keeping an eye on you the entire time.
Oh, he sucks at his job.
No, he's just not good at seeing your subtleties. I would like to ask Falcor if Goose has come with him.
So you just say you're just shouting at Falcor to come
Wait
up.
a fuck is Goose?
Yeah, calling him over.
Falcor will wander up, sort of looking at you, just kind of.
Do you know? Has Goose come with you? The invisible dragon is on the boat.
Oh, good.
It's a little thing. It doesn't cause fire.
I know, I'm like behind these like line
Technically,
beggars.
right.
That's good.
I think I'm probably about this able to see over them, or at least
You can see my skull.
see the skull cap.
You're making eye contact
You
with the
know
skull,
where
not
he
me.
is. Yeah.
That's
I may not be able
good.
to see his eyes.
Thank
but-
God.
When Johnny goes to respond, one of the
The
guards
gods,
does
I
move
mean.
out of the way so he can communicate. So they've given this window for you to talk to him.
These guys have choreographed. Just
And
Years of this.
Has Falcon come up to you?
No, we're practiced.
Brothels were weird.
well practiced.
It's not a threat.
Most
God
of the townspeople
glory
have not really reacted to him too much. Obviously, they've seen tame creatures walking through the town before.
But it's still it looks like a random bear that's come up out of nowhere, so scary.
Yeah.
And as
Instead
soon
of a
as Ben
sheep
goes
with
over
a
to
hole, it's just
Aaron and
guards.
cheers.
As you guys turn and start heading back towards the palace, Aaron is then walking with Falcor. Sort of. It looks like he's having a conversation with Falcor. He's talking to Falcor about something, and they're just talking about nonsense, basically.
Having chats about stuff. Yeah, that's
Yep.
cool.
They're
Oh
sort
my
of
god.
they're pointing out
Fair
things and
enough.
sort of talking about like as tourists kind of look at that thing and that kind of thing.
I will ask as we're walking towards the thing. I'll
So-
ask.
Yeah, as you guys circle to this main road direction, you basically see this massive kind of mountain that has what looks like this palisade of like walls and a building and stuff up it, and this path you guys are basically leading seems to be heading you towards this massive
I always
structure.
call it Phallic Mountain.
Very defensive position.
It's
We
very penisy.
while we're on our way, I might as well ask. possibly you will know.
I miss me.
Who are you asking?
Captain.
The captain, the one who's walking next to
Johnny
Johnny.
The one
Yep.
that looks fanciest of all the guards?
Yep. Well, fanciest is relative. They had like a captain's sash kind of thing.
That's more fancy than normal. Yeah.
Yeah, he's walking right next to Johnny, so you're essentially walking in a 3-man line.
Have you heard of a toad or a frog around here? Do I know that it's big? Not a normal toad. It's the description I have. I'll
Yeah,
give to it.
you would know it's possibly quite a large creature.
Given what knowledge I have in descriptions, and see if he knows of it being around here while we're unaware. Might as well ask to keep my mission on track.
Yeah. He says, "You mean the sage?"
Ooh, I like
Perhaps.
sage.
Don't know it was called the sage.
Sage frog?
No.
Naruto?
No, it's known as the sage.
Is the sage a large toad?
He kind of looks around, making sure not many people are sort of listening in, and sort of goes, "Only a few people have actually physically spoken to it.
I did.
But yes, it's usually a toad."
Roll inside.
It's a
Well,
frog.
I
What did
have-
you expect? Likes
we-
to eat flies.
We have.
I'm wrong because I said frog and frog.
Have been sent to. What do we actually? We haven't been sent to kill the thing.
No,
obviously.
you've
We've been
been
sent to locate it.
The captain goes, "Oh, are you from the Hunters Guild?"
Aye.
Right. You must be responding to one of the royal requests.
Aye. Oh, wait.
Oh, so
The king and queen had, well, the king specifically had requested that it be sent out as a hunter's mission.
well, I guess yes. So we're
Possibly heading in the right direction. Yes, of course.
at least one of the two, and they're both up there. I assume. Good. Okay. I'm just not sure. I
Venus
still don't
Tower.
understand the full mission
Phallic
information, so
hill.
it's worth gathering upon walking along.
I wish it was Mount Erectus.
Relatively fall silent, or fall into line again and follow along.
So you guys basically
Catch is
wander
gonna
up.
love Johnny.
You guys wander up to the top of this sort of set of stairs.
Crevice
People
beaver.
You've noticed the further up, the more you can see over the actual dockyard area, and the nicer looking these houses seem to be. And you get up to what seems like another set of walls and it's a gate system that looks like it could probably close up, but it's very open and people are just sort of crossing through. You guys, as a group, cross over the.
No, I go limp.
You go with.
Oh no, I'm scared of castles.
You go limp,
Don't be afraid.
and almost by like.
Somebody just puts their arms
like
up.
a ballet, or almost sort of like they've expected this before. 2 guards immediately drop next to Johnny and flick him up, and
Seriously,
now
just
and
ignore him?
I just
He's being a
help him.
drama queen.
I just carrying him along without an issue.
Because I imagine they go,
I can
"Hey,
drag him.
Jonathan, this has happened
By the
before."
head?
I remember when he was a kid. It's a
If
sad
we take the
disorder.
cap off.
By the feet?
Yes.
Cole, can you do that, please? This is annoying me.
If the guards will allow me to, I'll drag him by his feet. But I have a feeling they've already picked him
No,
up.
they're
and
already
taken
carrying him.
Yeah.
The 2 guards moved almost in like succession.
It's alright, we'll
Don't
head
let
over
that
later.
finger hurt me. I'm pointing at Dio.
One of
thing.
your own kind.
I know.
Not the big dragonborn
Your
full
parents
plate.
will love me.
It's the wrong one.
As you
That's the
guys.
question I had.
Oh,
As
Jesus
you
Christ.
guys
No, don't marry
wander
me off.
through the, you walk into the
I
threshold.
don't want to be a
it's
house
basically
bitch.
This
It all depends on whether
miraculous. Like,
they're
it's almost like it's, you've walked.
Colours
into-
tieflings as well.
I'm listening.
I know. As you guys walk through the threshold of this area and walk into this essentially a guarded territory, it's almost like you've walked into an entirely different world, as it's gone from being kind of archaic and sort of broken concrete and things to well-kept grounds and a few gardens, and it looks like a fancy sort of university.
There's a guy selling bootleg figurines of scholars.
As
My eyes squint slightly
you're
into
essentially
state.
you guys recognise this as being sort of like a palace ground.
They've put all their money into their house and not their people.
Yeah, the right thing
Well-
to do.
I'm not saying that out loud, by the way.
You should.
As you
Actions speak louder.
Judgy,
than words.
judgy.
as
You just, like, walk
as
over
you
and
guys
snap a
walk through,
plant.
you notice what's happening is You would immediately assume guards would stop certain people from walking in, and as you look around, you notice a lot of the people walking around here look like they're fishing.
Gardener looks horrified.
And no one looks like they would match the area they're walking in, and it looks like this is the most well-kept area, not because, well, it's probably more because the money's gone here, but everyone seems to respect the area and they sort of clean it and things. And there are a few fancy-looking people walking around, but most of them look like you
All
guys.
waving their hands, casting prestidigitation everywhere.
All the time.
Make sure it's all kept clean. No,
As you guys walk up through this main entrance, you notice that there is this massive sort of structure to the left-hand side of this palace ground area, and the head guard goes in. That's the local Athenum library where you can gather all the information, and a lot of interest popping out. I'm sure some of you might want to go there at some point. And then he points out, and here is the main palace that we will be heading to help Johnny reunite with his parents.
Well, I guess if the king really gave us the quest,
Goes
might as well
extra
go to the
low.
direct point.
I try to
first.
roll off.
Dead weight.
Don't want to roll on my
Isen, you
head.
don't mind staring over at Aaron?
Aaron just kind of goes, yeah. As
Lead the way.
As you guys make your way, sort of the main centre part of the area, Johnny, your wristband starts to flicker and glow a little bit. Do you do anything?
Is it going to explode?
It's the gem inside it. You've seen it do this before when your wild magic has gone off.
Oh.
It starts to react.
Look, he's like, ooh, fancy.
Do you
I
attempt
don't
to
think
do
I've
anything
seen
with
him
this?
cast spells before.
Can I take it off?
It's not as easy to slide off. It's doing the same thing that's happened when you've tried to cast magic and it comes through it that way.
Okay.
Essentially, it's trying to encourage you to cast magic.
Oh. I kind of wanted to slip it on someone. It's like a bomb.
It's encouraging you to try and cast a spell.
Oh, dangerous.
It's
Like, I don't want to be here too. It's too structured.
It's egging you on.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, he's like, come on, I'm bored.
Are you going to try and cast a spell?
Earth tremor.
Cool. Johnny immediately goes, stands up, grabs out a couple of spoons, does a couple of random things.
No, what I do, I play the spoons on the guy's armor around me.
He starts doing this and trying to set up the spell, and then
What the hell?
goes to finish and puts his hand on the ground like he's casting Earth Tremor, and the gem glows. You lose a
Is
spell
there a
slot. I
trifecta?
apologise for this. A massive portal suddenly opens up in front of you guys,
Quickly, jump in!
and a creature comes flying out.
What are you doing?
I'm
Give
getting
me a
help.
dex save.
For what?
Oh
You came out fast.
You guys watch as this
How many
creature
guards do you take
comes
out?
flying out and then crashes on a garden bed sort of just to the side of the road. Basically destroying the plants and things and just crashing.
You see a gardener fucking bawl his eyes out.
Yes, there is a gardener who looks like he's just finished and this has happened in front of him and he's like,
Oh, McGregor.
Boothby from Star Trek.
no! That could have been worse.
So you know this one?
Yes, it's my... Roll for this.
please describe yourself to the party as you climb out of the bush.
It's
Human?
my evil clone. I speak over you.
So,
An alternate dimension. I just keep
humanoid.
talking over you.
tall, not muscular but lean, dark hair, and indistinguishable eye color. It
Yes,
seems to be
you-
constantly changing.
You are my evil
And
clone.
fineries.
Except
Although they're
not.
dirtied.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, pink, shimmer. Oh,
Maybe you would
Some
switch
of
to
the
me
guards
and
sort
Earth.
of walk up towards you and sort of,
nice hat.
Hey, thanks. I got a spare one if you want one. I take one off the scale.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
That's
rude.
right. Hair.
So how do you know each other?
Long lost cousins.
Yeah.
Hello, cousin.
Cousin. We pretend to know each other.
roll me deceptions, both of
We're
you.
deceiving each other.
At the guards.
Johnny, you have advantage in this.
I will
So
also.
10. I need the other die.
Need your lucky die.
25. I'm convincing enough for the both of us.
The
got
guards
10
seem to
items.
immediately acknowledge this, and
Yeah.
don't seem to do anything. Anyone can roll insight.
10.
I really
Yeah,
don't give a
sorts
fuck.
So I think I
I'm
got
just
this
sort
one.
of like
Yeah.
assuming this is all bullshit.
This
That
this
works.
sounds
We're
like it
hitting
makes
on like a
sense.
flower lady.
I've never been here before.
Yeah.
I've only known you for 3 days. Okay, cool. You don't
This all
really
seems
look
normal.
alike. I mean, you're a demon-ish thing, and that's a human. But sure, okay, that makes sense.
Yes, human.
I would like to
Cool.
cast
My
Zone
mum
of
fucked her
Truth and make
cousin.
them say it again. No, I believe them. That's fine. You both got good charisma, which means I could fail that pretty easily.
Yeah, try.
Carry on.
The guards immediately drop their guard, I guess.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, right. Yep, no, that's cool. They sort of.
Gentlemen,
They start. You hear them talking to each other, saying, "I'm sure I've heard. Yeah, I'm sure I've heard of someone like
So,
that."
We flawlessly do patty cake to convince other people. yeah.
Everyone seems to have sort of gotten over the fact that Catch has just essentially appeared out of nowhere and seem to have just kind of gone back to treating everything kind of normal. Some people are now paying attention to you guys a little bit more, but
Mages are
I
weird.
feel like my evil god is
Oh,
like
mage.
just giving me cliff notes really subtly. Like a bad actor, I'm getting notes from the director.
Telekinetically.
Yeah.
Telepathically, sorry.
No, I prefer physical notes. So it can be discovered.
Well, your name, Traveller.
Oh shit.
In your head, you hear catch.
Catch.
Yes,
Yeah, there we go.
Catch what?
catch.
In the rye.
Your name is.
Don't worry,
Catch.
it's in the public domain.
I'm Faridrin.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are indeed.
Perverts!
I pick my maul back up and hold it close.
You hold it
I
over
roll
your
a charm.
crotch. Roll. Hidden penis.
Did I just do a charisma?
What are you
What
trying
do you
to
do?
to charm?
Yeah, like I did the old wink, like the. Hey, how
You're
you doing?
rolling to seduce.
Seduce.
Show me your
fail.
cloaca.
That's a
Do you have a
player
cloaca
thing,
part
not
of
an
it?
NPC thing. So whether you seduce Faridrin
Yeah.
comes down to
Oh my god.
Me.
well, it comes down to whether Faridrin is up for being seduced or not.
You have failed.
I imagine you just like.
Faridrin being a paladin,
Not necessarily. Like,
but then also
eventually it could happen, but you
Yeah.
popped out of nowhere, you look funny, and you just tried to
Yeah.
hit on me.
I will not encourage something being pushed against a player not being able to do something.
We've
but-
talked about this,
Yeah.
you're alright. We know what's
We
happening.
understand the dynamics. It's
She
good.
just wanted to know the mechanics.
I imagine you were like just show me your cloaca. You're the only one who failed.
I don't even think
I
that
checked
will-
out her tail and gave her a wink. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear.
He just stabbed.
No!
Yeah, the handshake just grips on me.
Oh, how are you so sweaty?
Hi.
I like a strong lady.
I heard a woman.
Give me an athletics check. Rush.
It's like I'm naturally dry. I have
Dex to get out of it.
scales,
Dex to get out of it.
but somehow you're all wet.
Men, huh? Can't live with them, can't live without them.
I take a couple of steps back and join Dio,
Dio
Catch
is
spots Dio.
holding my maul tight.
Oh.
your extra fish show up and you're like, I get your
There
game.
is a low rumble, a growl as a bit of ice comes out, him with you glancing at
It's
the
all
two of
good,
us.
girl. I got this. What are you looking at, motherfucker?
Extra arms come out.
Right. The usual tiefling I'm used to. Cousin! Show me!
Yeah, I know. Arm in arm.
That's how you intimidate them. I really wouldn't have done jack shit.
I'll show you how to intimidate them. Technically, he's taller than me too, by the way.
Taller than me, probably as well.
Yeah.
6'2".
I'm a midget.
The,
No, you're about the same size as the cat.
I'm a midget.
all of you are small, well, average size versus the 6 and the 6'2", or the 6'3" that.
That's a
Logan was.
tall man.
I just realized you could give the world's weirdest reach around with 4 arms.
I technically have
God.
6 because
Oh
I
my
have
God.
4 astral.
I don't know what's going on, but okay.
And a tail. So
We're,
I'm-
we're chatting to each other, getting to know each
I
other.
know,
We're
I know.
towards the castle.
can do that with a mage hand and some tentacles. But
Essentially,
It's
as you
like
guys
a
have been
nun
talking,
walks past with a bunch of children. They're like, I don't have enough hands to cover the ears.
as you guys have been talking, the guards that were around you seem to have created sort of a hallway of themselves to welcome you to head into the palace itself. But none of them have ushered you guys to do anything else.
I imagine they do that by holding hands. Very progressive.
They're within scare striking distance.
If these two don't continue to walk, I will try and escort Dio, like skirt around the two of them. and
by
walk
this
into
point,
the
I'm
castle.
attempting to get him to skip with me.
Yeah. I'm game. Let's skip
We're
the way
skipping
we
and
did as
whistling.
children. Like we used to
Just
do
follow
with
and ignore.
Rotterdam.
Ignore.
As-
Ah, yes,
Rotterdam.
Rotterdam.
Well, they're reading books and shit at the moment, so I guess the cat, but I don't know where the cat is, so I guess
the
I'm
cat
in
is,
charge.
The cat is following you guys.
Hey cat, come on, you're in charge.
Fitz is like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. And sort of walks
Yeah,
ahead
that
of
one's
you
in
guys.
charge at the moment. Technically, I'm the next in charge because I don't trust Johnny with shit.
The furry one is in charge?
No.
Supposed to be the dragon.
Now dragon's new.
I don't know these people.
Hi, I'm Dio.
I assume over the past 3 days I've popped
This
up
one,
every now
I
and then to say
believe,
hello.
is Johnny?
Yes.
You believe? It's your cousin.
Can I?
What do you mean? Roll
Roll
I
insight.
might
in
illusion.
this whole situation.
Long lost cousin?
Yeah, can I roll
I
insight?
might have illusioned my name on my forehead for
Long
like a split
lost
second.
cousin.
23?
Roll your deception.
12.
I don't think so.
Can I help?
No, because it's specifically off a different comic.
This one's saying something.
17. No.
No, you don't believe Catch.
I'm slightly believing of it now still. I got an 8.
Catch, you misremember. We were separated at birth. I'll try and change the subject.
Yeah.
Which is more confusing because we're cousins.
Yeah. Right, of course.
Again, insight, because he's now lying again too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
inside on
screwed us,
Johnny.
dude. What have you done?
No. So you needed your deception roll?
It's
19.
It's a
Our mothers gave birth to us the
It's
same
a-
day.
it's advantage for Dio to pick this up because you are aware that Catch is lying.
21.
Advantage.
But our mothers, they gave birth the
that's-
same day.
Are you guys gonna keep
Yep.
trying to tell lies? Because I
Of
think
course.
one of you has already caught through it, and I'm getting more and more questions.
Yeah,
about
I've
how
already
it's going.
caught you guys in a lie.
The only people you'll believe.
Double down.
I technically believe.
You're definitely
that
my
still
cousin.
is-
19.
That's what I got.
Yeah, I got 21.
They're mismatching their stories
It's
while
like
they're telling them, which worries me.
Yeah.
What did you get a 19 on my dice?
Yeah.
Right, so what am I, so I just know that they're lying.
you no longer need to roll insight on them. No matter what they lie with, you know it's a lie.
Cool.
They've done it enough to the point that you've picked up on this.
Well, we've gassed at the people around us. They believe us.
Enough of the guards around you seem to look like they're believing what's going on.
Friend?
Heretic!
They're
Yeah.
lying.
Get the
What?
guard.
Where?
Oh, don't worry. It's not for us.
Are you
For us.
actually gonna get me arrested?
That's a
Oh.
very triggering word for me. Do you mind?
If that one keeps talking, arrest her. And the guards take my word for it?
Dio.
Pointing to
Yeah.
Dio. A couple of the guards immediately start paying
Yeah,
attention to
fun
Dio.
episode.
I have power here, Dio.
Mentally, message. He's fucking lying.
He does have power.
They're both lying.
Why?
Why do you care?
Don't say it out loud. I'm not meant to talk, remember? I don't want to get fucking arrested.
As you guys are making your way into like this palace entrance area,
You're gonna end up in a gulag.
They can try.
Mm.
They can try and arrest us.
Do we still have a gulag here?
They wouldn't arrest you, they'd arrest me. He clearly said me. He doesn't like me.
this is the Sam question. What's a gulag?
No. Okay, it's like a really nasty Russian prison that they used during the Cold War.
Oh, okay.
It's quality.
Think really bad Alcatraz.
It's
Yeah.
like a
Damn it.
2-star motel bed.
I guess we got too
In
many
Russia.
complaints.
I will tell you this now. No.
They will have a prison.
They have
No, it's like in
holding
Super-
grounds.
It's like in Superman Red
Jams
Sun when he
and
saves those people.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
no.
in a gulag.
No, I understand that. One of the guards turns and says, "No, just the holding cells."
Oh, damn it. I guess you retrofitted them. That's a shame.
I don't think we've ever
Don't
had
have a
one of those.
gulag anymore. Gosh, I have been gone a long time.
Come.
It's been 6 months.
Walk to the king and turn to one of the guards, ignoring the two people that seem crazy, and ask for directions to the king and queen. Or
as
that
guys-
way!
Whoever I can
I
go.
point at
as you
the
walk
cock.
in,
We start walking together.
different
Don't worry,
guards are standing
our
beside you
parents
guys.
will be. Wait, no.
You ask
Ah,
who is to the
yes,
king and
auntie
queen.
and uncle.
Can I actually hear what he's saying?
You walk up to one of these nicer looking guards and say, I'm here to see the king and queen. The guard looks to you and goes, very well, just wait over there, pointing to a set of seating areas next to this waiting
We'd
sort of
probably
area.
be better going in with them if you want to see them quickly.
No, there's a waiting
sit
chair,
down.
but there's like a pile
Really?
of stone
I
tablets
don't
and
trust
numbers on
these
them.
two.
Please take a number.
Seriously, if you want to see them quickly, you want to see
I've
the
got
king and
7,
queen
that's not too
ASAP,
bad.
just come in with them.
As we arrive to the front
Does
door.
not bring.
Here to see the fan!
Alright, fine, I'll meditate with you.
That's one thing you should know.
I
Chilling
crack
in
my
meditation.
knuckles and sit down into meditation.
So you guys walk over to these waiting areas, and you each, as you walk over, you notice there is this pile of tablets that you walk over and pick up a stone tablet that seems to have a number engraved on it.
Put it on my lap.
What
Maul,
number are you?
maul between my legs. I don't know what.
It's
number.
really heavy.
Hey, who's that?
And is there anyone else waiting there?
It's
Yeah,
just
there is a
not
few
real-
other people who are waiting around. You've got number 12.
I'll be with her on number 12.
And I will just sit in the chair with my maul in front of me, just waiting.
Aaron sort of walks in. A few people sort of immediately turn as Falcor is walking in with him. But realizing he's walking with Aaron, they seem to sort of drop their guard a little bit more.
It's a pet. It's okay.
Seems to be
It's a lower
impressions.
life form.
He walks over and sits with you guys. He doesn't grab a
Poor
table as
bear.
well.
Scratch, scratch, scratch.
Johnny, what do you do as you walk into this palace?
Yeah, and you've seen that we've just fucked up.
As you walk in, you also hear the as your three companions are walking behind you.
The Skelly Boys. I give them my helmet. I don't want to spook the fan.
The skeletons and the guards.
This is a skull. I give it to the skeleton.
You give it to
I
one
put
of
his
the-
head back on him.
You put in so there's
Oh shit! It's backwards.
there's a skeleton wearing a skeleton that
No,
skeleton
it's his
wearing-
head. He was walking around without a head.
They can't operate without heads. They
Oh
need
my
heads.
god! Who did I kill? I thought this was yours, Ethan. Ethan's like, what?
It's one of the bits and pieces that we gathered throughout that night. There were enough bodies.
The guards are like, what the fuck is
The
this?
guards watch you put a skeleton head on a skeleton, which has now been revealed as a skeleton because you pushed this hood off and put it on. But none of them seem to be overly concerned by this.
I've resurrected things
As
before.
it looks like they seem to be following you, and so they're sort of trusting in what's going on.
They're good. They died as good men. I have no idea.
What's a rapist?
Yeah, so you turn back, and one of the
Look at his
main
bone.
palace guys looks at you and goes, Prince Johnny, welcome back. I suppose you wish to see the your parents.
If I must.
All
I
right.
like kick the ground.
He turns and walks
Auntie,
right up.
uncle, we've arrived!
He walks up to the main sort of door area that people are sitting by, and sort of
Double down.
opens the door and sort of peers in a bit, and then puts his head back in and goes, "They are currently not seeing anyone at the moment. We can go in now."
Okay.
As he
Perception to hear
Hang
that.
on.
There's no one left. In we go.
Just a minute.
Yeet!
Can you get me out of this? I don't know who you are, and I know you don't know who I am, but get me out of this.
What do you need me to do?
I want to get out of here. They're boring. Make a
Sure.
portal or something.
I'll do you one better. Whoop, whoop. Both invisible.
No, we need to leave. They can see us. Even invisibility doesn't work.
yeah, so you guys are currently invisible. You hear a couple of shuffle rounds, and one of the head captains grabs his visor and flicks it down in front of him and looks directly at you guys and goes, "Are you wanting to be incognito to the king and queen?"
Is he talking to us?
No, I imagine he was like, Johnny,
He's
we know that
looking at
doesn't
you
work.
guys like-
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
so-
Ketch still looks to Johnny. Is he talking to us?
Yeah, that doesn't work. I learned invisibility very young. And then developed technology to stop me.
I reach forward and lift the visor.
You go to move the visor, it seems locked in place.
Yeah.
And he takes your hand and sort of takes it off just slowly.
What's their power level?
Do it again.
Me is like a -2.
Do it again.
I don't know, we're sitting
Mage
outside
hand.
meditating and sitting quietly, so...
With these massive stone tablets
You-
on
you
your
do-
lap.
you lift this thing up to him,
If they're
and
gonna
he
have
just pushes it
craziness,
back down again.
Let them have their craziness.
Mage hand.
I won't let them.
Push.
Mage hand.
Oh, fine, we'll go in.
Mage hand.
Push.
Ah.
And I'm also
I
not
grab you by
also
the shoulder.
friends
Let's
with
go
this
in
party
then,
yet.
cousin.
Alright,
You
cousin.
seem to trust me, though.
I remove our invisibility.
The only other woman in the group,
God damn it.
the only other martial person in the group, one that fights, and you haven't done anything that stupid.
I go in.
didn't
I
him
see a
kill
beautiful
Goose.
portrait of
Geese.
me.
Yeah, you walk in, you guys are both greeted by what looks like a massive portrait of Johnny,
Yeah.
essentially. He looks like he's in one of those royal poses.
There's a small cut just where my dick would be because I cut a glory hole into it. It's pretty clearly stitched back up.
I'm just like, not bad.
Thanks.
That, never mind.
What's the stitching there? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was,
You see, later on, many of the other paintings have similar stitch holes in weird places.
ah, I'm seeing a pattern.
It's a shame the painter died.
As you two start making your way in, and
Accident, I assume.
Fitz, you hear this muttering, grumbling noises as Fitz is being stopped at the door,
Oh, poor Fitz.
and he's just like, "But I'm with him." And,
Papers.
and one of the guards sort of turns to you, going, "Is the tabaxi with you, sir?"
No.
And you hear the
He
sound.
means me.
Isn't that my pet cat?
And I was like, "I bulky. We don't want that one."
The guard turns back and Fitz is pushed back out of the doorway. And to the rest of the party who's sitting in the waiting room, Fitz kind of turns back and looks at you guys and looks kind of just disheveled and confused and sort of walks over.
But my cat.
Fitz, they're fucking with us. Just come sit with us, man.
Fitz sits down next to you guys as Catch and Johnny walk into the...
A guy walks
This
past
monk
selling
ain't got no
carrots.
time for your shit.
There's a guy selling
His
carrots.
character
Ask
is
him if we
perfect
want
for
one.
his character. It's not perfect for mine, and neither is his character.
Carrots.
Who
Who wants a carrot?
as you walk into the
Good
main
for your
palace,
eyesight.
as you walk into the main
It's
palace
a lie
area,
from the British.
I'll just give it a moment.
Guys, okay.
Go.
Chill.
As you walk into the main palace area, you immediately notice that the whole thing is sort of like this open sort of palace room that looks like it could house lots of people. And at the very far end, there is a human sitting at what looks like a throne, but there is a desk in front of him with a pile of books, and he seems to be just flicking through the books. And next to him is a tiefling who is not reading anything, but seems to be just sort of flapping about with something.
Female or male?
Female.
So a
And-
human male and a female too.
And she's flicking through a couple of things, and then she looks up, and you see this expression on her face of both joy and sort of like satisfaction, and she just screams, "My darling!" and hops up from the chair and comes bolting at John,
Auntie!
ignoring you completely, and grabs Johnny and starts investigating around him. "Oh, you're bleeding from your ear, honey. Oh no, what have you done this?" And starts going through, and as she's sort of patting around you, some of your wounds seem to be starting to heal.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're skinny.
good
What
mama.
if
She's
no one's
going-
been feeding
"Oh,
you?
what are you doing this?" And she starts.
Why do you have so many knives on you?
And she picks up your tail and goes, "Why have you strapped a butter knife to your tail, dear?
For buttering toast, obviously.
Your tail is not one of the reasons you had this slice to begin with, because you were playing with knives, and now you've got an attached one. That's not how it's supposed to work, dear.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not."
You don't understand
And
me.
she starts flipping around, and she pulls open your coat and goes, "Why is your pocket full of spoons?" And starts just pulling out these spoons.
Careful, one of them is explosive.
She just stops a minute. "Explosive? What have you gotten into? Where's Ben? He went out with you, and then he's gone missing. We haven't seen him for days."
He just did a complete runner on him.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey!
You're
No,
supposed
Ben
to.
did a runner on you.
I thought you were gaslighting me.
Tempting, but no, I'm going to
I'm
play
about to
it.
fucking punch you.
And she stops and looks at you and goes,
Done.
did the care package that we sent through when you were Neil How get through properly, did you buy enough stuff from that?
Yeah, it helped us win a war, I think.
Why were you in a war?
Helping the disenfranchised?
He's a great champion, man.
Since when do you fight, Johnny?
Milady.
This is my wife.
He's a dude.
It's a dude.
It's a dude.
Yeah, I don't care. That's what I say.
My appearance
Yeah.
changes a little, and I look more feminine.
She looks at you and then looks, "Did you get married?" You realise
minor
that-
illusion ring.
Not even an insight to make
You
sure.
see him.
Okay.
Like, I just. Flick one ring to another finger.
You throw a ring to me and I
Johnny,
like
the
dexterity, put my finger in the way.
You realise the danger behind this. I mean, your father and I were aware of some of the things you got up to in town, but
Hey, I never asked you to pay them off.
you realise you're a prince here, Johnny. Your father and I have been worried about this. You guys look up, and Johnny's father hasn't even moved from looking at the desk. He's
He doesn't give a shit.
Does
My kinda dude.
Does Johnny's mum click to the fact that first Catch said auntie and now they're saying married?
She was
she
oblivious.
was oblivious to
Just-
Catch's statement.
Making sure that was there.
She's like, right, okay.
She's the
roll with
Marge
this one.
Simpson of the scenario. Loves me no matter
She's
what.
got wisdom. She'd have that memory part. But anyway.
No, it was more.
Distracted by her son.
She saw her son. She had missing it.
One,
Regardless of whatever Catch had screamed, unless it was "I'm going to kill you" and it's threatening, she wouldn't have understood or listened to Catch.
Yep.
So the fact that she's now had it
Says
pointed
that
out,
out loud.
which is why she hasn't questioned why Catch has become more feminine.
because now she's actually paying attention to it.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's good. Or her.
And well,
Shim.
in that case, I suppose we should have a feast to celebrate then. Of course.
That's not necessary.
Some of the girls want to know about this as well.
Oh, don't tell them. That's not necessary.
Oh, it's totally necessary. You've gotten married. And she turns and so how long have you been with Johnny?
Oh,
It's Jonathan's.
I'm like behind you going, 10 months.
why? 10 months.
Oh, that must have been a very recent sort of thing happening. Just when he was going on his escapades with Ben. Did you get to meet Ben before the two of them got separated?
But he looks like
No, but I heard
Is
that
that
Ben
what
had just
changed
run off on him.
an amorphous blob.
Oh no, that wasn't quite right. I think Johnny may have been spinning tales there as she takes you and starts.
Surely my sweet
leading-
Johnny would not.
No. I'm sure you must be aware of it. He is one of tales, of course. It's a gift. His father doesn't really like him embracing.
He does
it
have
too
many
much.
tails.
He does. Yes,
And he knows how to use.
As you are walking up, her tail spins around.
Random fan out of nowhere.
Her tail spins around in front of you and starts spinning a little bit, and this cup appears in front of you. And she, take a drink, dear.
Thank you, you're too kind.
And you're just having this drink.
I'm like, play it down a bit. Play it down a bit.
Well, all of a
The
sudden,
fanning sort of slows a little.
Don't tell me how to
Constitution
act.
save.
As she leads the two of you up to the front. So now that you're back, Johnny, are you going to continue on with your studies?
No, what? I forgot about that. I had a body double for a while.
We need you to carry on with the studies because at some point you will have to take over for your father.
Even Dad looks up and was like,
Yeah. You hear this, and your father just looks up and has this face of like, this is not a discussion you should.
I
be
wish
having."
I wish I wasn't infertile. That's what he says out loud.
He doesn't say anything. He just looks up and has this.
I
You've seen
wish
this
your
look.
mum had swallowed.
It gives me the look of I'm disappointed in my balls.
He stops and goes back to fiddling around with some of the books that are in front of him.
Maybe that's what he's studying.
I'm just as frightened as you are in that future. Which background? I've got to make sure it's perfect before he takes it over.
Yeah. I have to put all these things in for my clone.
Yes, as she starts leading up, one of the guards who's sitting in there sort of goes, leans in and goes, there were some companions that came in with her, ma'am. And she goes, oh. She turns, Johnny, did you bring some friends?
They can wait outside.
Oh, no, of course not. And she turns and walks away from you guys, walks to one of the, around the corner.
But you're always so
I
lame.
assume she's talking to a guard because the rest of you guys who are sitting there, the door opens up and a guard sort of looks around and goes, the ones that were with Johnny can come in now.
Sweet.
Except for that one.
You can't hear this. This is snapping in an entirely different room.
But I'm 12. Surely there's ones before me.
The guard just
And
kind
about
of
what-
the
and
guard
about
the guard just looks at you and just goes, "You can stay there if you want. Then the rest of you are welcome to come in.
Come-
the queen,
just
the
come
king
in.
and queen have requested it."
Just come in.
Put a tablet back and walk in.
Put the tablet back, and you notice when you put the tablet down, it's actually going to be on top of something that's a little bit higher than 12. Like there's been a few more tablets that gone missing. You've just thrown the order out already.
Let's go. Someone stop me. There's one doing.
You guys as a group sort of start heading into this palace. You are all be greeted by this massive portrait of Johnny.
Wow. What a big idiot.
Is anyone going to question?
Vanity.
Is he going to question the stitching in the weird place?
No.
Are we nearby to hear that?
To hear the wild big echoes from the entrance, because it is like sort of.
Does the guard just shove you in
Dare you
the back?
speak of my darling like that?
The guard's like, yeah, he's
The group of you will walk in and notice there is a female version of Catch that is standing.
I still look remarkably like Catch did, but just very feminine.
Again, I
In
don't
the
trust
face.
you to so I'm just like,
My body's still
I like flat-chested, muscly women.
very tall.
Yeah, tall enough to smash me.
The group of you are
Later, darling.
yeah, I know.
I think she was part giant.
That is me.
I know, but you have scales. That's a whole.
Yeah, no, that's more Catch's flavor.
I'm worried about this now, but I'm going to ignore the two of them, walk up towards, pretending like I didn't even see
Don't
a
dress
female
like a
version,
man,
and the
too.
fact that she said my darling
Clearly
when
a
they're talking
package.
about me. Walk up to the queen,
I'm dressed like a
No,
six
and
foot.
kneel
I'm just
down.
wearing a trench
I
coat.
do the same.
my lady.
She sort of acknowledges it. Goes, interesting. I wouldn't expect very formal people to be with Johnny with the way he acts. But I guess he's picking up where he's supposed to.
I've only known him for 2 days. 3 days.
Your,
the verdict's still
your,
out.
your son is a great interest to me.
I'm in the background going.
You hear noise from the king, like he's choked on something.
I would like to mumble after she says great pain in the ass.
And he's definitely brought a lot of different scenarios to our group. I tell you what.
You hear mumbling under his breath from the king. That's an understatement.
Yes, Your Highness.
He seems to be listening to you guys while he seems to be engulfed in books.
He looks over to a painting of a pig with various holes in it.
When the king says that, Catches.
I miss August.
Hides his face behind the bed.
While I appreciate that you may have some family catching up to do, I obviously do not know how long this one has been away, but it seems...
At least a year.
Have you even sent her a letter?
We've communicated through the Athenaeums.
Yeah, when I need money.
Alright. Just make sure he's actually talking to his
Darling, you
family
didn't
after being away
mention
for a year.
Shut up.
I have a... Funny you should
See
mention
to
that.
you later.
I have been sent.
Yeah, you will.
But, hunters. Please do to stop. I've been sent by the hunters. I'm here to seek out... One of your guardsmen said it might be the sage? A toad?
You hear this shuffle of paper and the king sort of goes, "Ah, so you're from the guild."
Aye.
Yes, we
Yes, you.
we placed out a request looking for the sage, as it's known here.
I've come to the call.
As he
Looking
stops and then looks
the
at the
rest
back of
of
the room where Falcor has started walking up to one of the pictures and appears to be just kind of slowly tearing at bits of the draping of it. He's just sort of...
Falcor!
You're too far away for that to work.
Falcor!
One of the guards has been watching him doing this and looks like he's freaking out. He's like, I want to stop this bear, but I don't want to because it's a
My
bear.
first day
And the
on the
bear
job.
is just kind of just messing with the...
Oi!
Glory hole reopened.
He kind of stops, looks back at you guys, and the whole drape kind of just moves with him as he just turns back and just sits
What?
down. And the king stops and goes, "That bear is unusual."
That bears his.
That's an understatement.
Pointing to Aaron. Aaron goes, "It's not mine, he's a friend."
Friend pet. I don't know.
They sleep together. It's weird. Not
What?
wrong.
Is there any
Really shouldn't be
significance to
so
that
judgy.
painting?
To the painting? No, it's just one of the paintings that
It's
Johnny's
fair,
had a dry
darling.
hole cut through that it's now ripped open again.
Do any of you have? I know you don't. Some form of repair? I mean, I could go up and try and find something and try and restitch it for them.
The
I
king
can
does-
make it look like it's been repaired.
The king says it's fine, we're used to this damage. We have a court wizard who can deal with this sort of things.
Oh, I just imagine they open a cupboard and there's a
Actually,
replacement.
the
My apologies.
The king goes,
It's not unusual. Brings out the replacement.
Have I
Brings it
seen
up.
him fly?
Falcor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
It was one of the
I
first things
would-
he did.
Okay, I would point that out as well. He is a unique bear. He can fly.
The
And-
king stops and looks at you and goes, fly? As in become like aloft, or like he becomes wind?
Can you show him,
Talking to Falcor, who's sitting in the middle
or
of
to Aaron
Falcor.
slash Falcor?
Falcor, come here.
Falcor. So wanders up.
Right. I'll give you a fish, buddy, if you just, put on your true form, and then we'll do a fuse. We'll just show off how you do your form, okay? Yeah?
Meanwhile, Aaron's down there.
As the group of you guys are sitting there as Dio's talking to the bear, and Dio sort of stands up and sort of smiles as Falcor just fuses into Dio. And Dio's hair starts sort of waving about, and the king just kind of goes, oh! That might make things a little bit easier.
Catch the
Are you assuming that you're flying around the room now?
I'm just floating.
You have essentially 10 minutes while fused with Falcor.
Nah.
So Dio is just flying around, some of the guards are kind of watching, and the king goes, that might make things a little easier to explain then. Yes, the guild's specific request for the sage, much like the bear, but instead of wind, more
Doing it
focuses
upside
on
down.
water.
Oh, I like water.
Is it an
You like salt.
underwater amphibious creature? Is that where
No,
we
no,
will
no.
find it?
Explain what you mean?
Does it live underwater? Or does it
No, it lives behind the castle,
Oh,
Under the sea.
but he has gone missing. And it's like,
Everything's
not-
better
that's where he
down there.
normally
It's better.
it's where he normally is.
I was
He's
going
gone
to say,
missing.
that's an easy solve to this question.
And we're just
He
singing back.
has gone missing from
Ever
there.
since the function of the
One
conversation
of
started to sing.
the, I guess, draws for the tourists that come through is
Prestidigitation
that
music.
they speak with this with this toad, and it talks to them and sort of gives off a bit of wisdom and things. That's why it was given the nickname of the sage. It generally doesn't leave the mountain, but a couple of weeks ago he vanished.
Big
And there
froggy,
are no-
he's gone.
Any leads? Any information?
There is not many leads we can work off. We've done a bit of investigating around this. We've gotten
Unbelievable.
we don't have enough information to go off.
And
So-
this was a while ago. We weren't able
Dad,
to find
why
tracks,
didn't you
etc.
tell me?
after all the
Tracks would be difficult to find, yes, but
where exactly was the last time you saw him? Like, where exactly?
It was promised
In his
him as a
home.
wedding dowry.
Okay, in his home.
yes.
At the back.
Okay. So he doesn't
Roll me a
move from.
con save.
Okay.
Also, to track a frog, they jump.
It's
Very hard.
Is it above 10?
Yeah.
Okay, you can defuse from Falcor
As
without
long
taking
as it's
any point
been
damage.
left of its own volition, unless someone's dragged it or teleported it.
So
Yeah,
would-
so
then it
I
would
would
have drag
argue if
marks.
it had to run off somewhere, very hard to
No,
track.
I'm just wondering if it leaves
Finding
the area to go and get food or
10,
whatever.
10 miles away. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
In fact, it doesn't need to eat if it doesn't want to. I believe eating is more of a pleasure than a requirement.
Yeah, fair enough. Falcor seems to have pleasure in it. Throwing a fish at Falcor.
Falcor immediately attacks the fish and is just munching away. at
Has
this
it
fish.
ever disappeared before?
Good boy.
Not to my knowledge. No.
Once
He's
when
an
I was
entertaining
young,
bear.
It has never really had a need to.
And it's never expressed desires for any things or any other locations other than
In the
my balls.
it has in the past, not in the time since
They're my
I've ruled,
eyelid.
but we have had records of it having explored the world and gone out on its own. But it has always come back, and it has always made whoever's being in charge aware of it happening. So for it to go missing without informing us is
Has anything significant happened in the past, like before then, that would have made the toad want to leave?
I was going to say, has anything significant happened? Well, yesterday it was sunny.
No,
Like, is that a fake question?
no, that makes it want to leave. Has anything happened that you think might have made him want to?
has there
I was a
been
little bit
changes in the
under the
political landscape? No, okay.
not that I'm aware of.
I would ask your leave.
Oh my
if
god,
I
a
may
frog
go
with the
and have a
sniffles.
look at its home.
Of course,
have to do
he
a swap,
puts his
just
hand
in
and a
case.
guard sort of
Oh
wanders
my
out.
god, COVID
Ah.
frog.
Follow John here. You go.
Do they not care that I'm a red tiefling, just like chilling? Because they're
No.
both blue, aren't they?
No, there's
No.
a human and a tiefling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're already doing fucked up things. You're not
Yeah, what's
the
the
worst
mother?
thing in this room.
The mother is also a blue tiefling.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like
Oh, why didn't you marry this lovely other blue tiefling?
no,
or
you,
red
you would
tiefling?
literally be looking under the picture of me going, the worst thing to happen to this kingdom.
I'm assuming your dad put that title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, the stonemasons did a great job. It's in there.
Got the correct
I'll let
font.
mum and
Yeah.
son and daughter-in-law catch up as we walk outside to go and have a look at stuff. Let these two have a bit of fun if you'd like. Or we can just ignore them and continue with us.
What is... So Johnny and Catch are staying with...
I'm heartbroken my giant frog friend is gone.
Um,
That's my involvement. That's my my aim in this game.
if Fitz would like to come with me, he can. I'm going to
Fitz.
take John, Aaron. And
Fitz.
Come,
Fitz
dear,
will
we
follow
must
with
save the frog.
Dio, are you going...
Yeah, I'm going.
Yes, you just hear a voice in your head. This is probably the best way to get out of this situation now.
Fuck, you're right. Let's skip.
Your
John,
grace!
make sure you come back for dinner. We'll make sure there's a huge meal for you. Gonna have a proper welcoming to the family and everything.
Oh, you're too kind.
I have to
Oh
learn a bit more
no,
about you
it's
as
gonna
well.
be all those maids.
so, how did you meet? Deception. How did you... How did you...
As
I'm
you
just
guys
worried
leave,
that the
roll-
help,
roll
depending
me-
on their age,
Catch,
that's
catch,
gonna
roll
be
me a
very
perception.
awkward.
Percep.
This is a verbal.
Wait, where is it? Oh, 8.
No. Okay, cool. You don't hear anything.
I'll put on it, so.
As your group starts sort of heading out. You guys, as you guys head out of the palace and sort of make your way into the main waiting room area where there seems to be a couple of more people have turned up in this room. Standing near the door as you guys sort of open up is another sort of human-looking person. Anyone who's paying attention to surrounding around, perceptions?
I'm not paying attention.
I asked.
Kevin Teen.
My rolls are
Seven.
bullshit today.
14.
That's what you get
14
with the
and
high
17.
charisma.
Anyone above 12?
Yes,
It was-
us two.
Yeah, 14.
It was just you two, it wasn't.
No.
No. Cool. As you guys walk past, you notice the human who is standing there has one normal-looking pupil and what looks like a dragon eye in his other pupil, as he's just kind of standing there waiting. As
Oh,
you guys
right,
sort
like
of-
a... Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I was thinking what a dragon eye looks like. I freaked out for a second.
It's like that weird cat.
Yeah, like a lizard eye.
Yeah.
It looks like these.
Oh my god, I forgot.
As you guys walk
You
past,
take off your
he's
sweet
Excuse me,
shades.
sir.
just stopping him.
Yeah.
Yep, he's standing there waiting. Hi.
May I ask you a slightly personal question? You can refuse to answer if it's too personal.
The eye.
Yes.
Like a dragon over
Yes,
your shoulder.
Who did you kill to get that?
yes.
I'm assuming the party is slowly, progressively
No.
just moving behind.
I d-
Yeah.
I'm
No,
just-
we're still. No, we're on the side, still pretending to be a couple.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, he's
I'm just curious.
uh-huh.
Why don't you punch and ask?
About the eye?
Yes,
Its origins.
yes.
Born with it?
Yes.
Boy.
I'm
Or just,
a,
it's
he
my
sort of
fucking
leans
eye.
on the board. I'm a draconic sorcerer.
He stole it.
It's somewhere in my
That's kind of
heritage this sort of happened.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
he's all messed up like you two. I mean,
If Johnny heard
Cursed
this, I'm
creatures.
just waiting for the... His grandmother fucked a dragon.
Yeah, there is a bit of that.
we're just in the corner street.
I'm just,
I know the feeling. The sin
I'm
of the
just making
parents.
sure you didn't kill one of my friend's kind here.
Oh, and you're a crusader all of a sudden.
I'm less on the violence, more on the information gathering more than anything else.
Oh, what sort of information do you gather?
Research.
Informative type.
Research into what?
Currently, and he sort of pulls out like a scroll of like different maps and things. And he goes, places of significant power seems to be one thing, and he sort of like, fumbles through things. Let's see, we've got, there's the sage who's here. There's a place of significant power, and he sort of flicks through a couple more things. Yes.
In mid-conversation, I put my finger up after he says Sage. Sage, you know of... We are here to search for him.
I've heard of the disappearance of him. Yes.
Also, is that a private thing? Hey, King! Screaming out from the thing. Should I be saying this out loud around the rest of the people that he's gone, or
Probably
no?
not.
Okay, cool. Thank you. That's what I wanted to
So,
check before I start
Just lean
asking
in a bit
everyone.
closer. Is it possible for you to divulge any of this information to us?
Oh, what do you want to know?
Well, my friend here would like to know about the sage.
It's I'm
Anything
trying-
that you know about the sage.
I'm trying to locate it. We are trying to locate it. Any knowledge that might assist in that would be useful, though we have been told, and I get a little scratch the bear at the background there. He may be of use. He is supposedly one of something like it, though of air, not water.
Oh,
And I would like to know of these other significant places of power.
Yes.
Oh,
Find
of
all
course.
that information for Drew.
Hang on.
Do
I hear
You
this?
were in the map room. You know the ley lines, because I assume that's what he's talking
yeah,
about.
that's exactly what
Yeah,
he's talking about.
we live on top of one of the ley lines.
Okay, so
Do we live on top of the... Is that where the house is?
Kind of.
For one? Or it's near one, at least, yeah. But, hey, you can learn some more.
Do you mind if I have my... I've been waiting for a while to speak with the king and queen, though, but
Your name, sir.
I'm Lance.
And do you live in or within or without?
Dragonlands?
I travel around.
He got skewered by
I'm an
it
archaeologist of sorts.
when he was a
Do
baby.
you have a temporary lodging we can come and see you at later today?
Not yet, no.
He was a goblin, that
Okay,
is how
well-
he got his name.
can I
I
toss
would
him?
assume you know, and I point over behind me at the lovely...
The couple.
yeah, I was trying to think of a fun word to use, but couple will work, yep. I
Thruple.
assume you know the prince?
Bit more than a
Not-
throuple with
not
all these
personally,
voices.
no.
No, of the prince?
No,
It's
of
Lance!
We supposedly we're going to have dinner here tonight.
I'm not going to have dinner here.
Oh,
You're
I
not allowed
think
to have dinner here.
no. I tell you what. I'm just gonna flick him like 4 gold pieces. I don't know.
Get us some dinner and we'll
You
come
hear,
see you.
you hear her voice in your head. You just know it's gonna be really good food, though.
Can I just yell at Lance? Don't tell them anything, they're
It's
heretics!
just a voice.
It's not the voice that comes from Catch. Or that currently comes from Catch.
He would listen to me over them.
Hell no.
Um,
What's the tavern name that I saw coming through?
Just one of the taverns.
Just
Yeah, just one of the taverns in
Fine.
town. We'll
Betty's
come and
Bob.
find
Give him
you.
the gold, find a local tavern,
Yeah.
Yes!
send word to
Either one of us.
the king, the queen,
We will come and
the
find
castle.
It's a 50s style bar, which doesn't make
I've
any
already forgotten his
sense.
name.
Lance.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm bad with names in human and in games. Because bad.
I'll be staying at Betty's Bob's, I guess.
Betty's Bob's.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It looked kind of fancy, and I guess 4 gold would cover quite a lot.
It's a lot of red and white.
Oh, take another one just to get yourself something nice to eat.
Okay, thank you.
Little flecks of blue and stuff.
No worries, boss.
Guess you guys are all and he just kind of
Exit out.
turns and
It's weird, they're all on rollerblades.
Do I see his tablet? Just gonna check his number.
he doesn't have his tablet anymore.
He's gonna be next to be seen. Cool. He'll be there.
Yeah,
soon.
that's why he was standing at the
He
door.
did just say that too.
He said he's waiting to be seen, but that
Yeah.
could be.
But
I
you
was
guys
number
stopped
12,
him
but-
from being seen.
Yeah, but I'm glad I did because he
We
has
technically
He
haven't
now lost
left
his
yet.
No, he
You're
has-
standing in the doorway having this
he
conversation
has
with him.
some valuable
He can't.
info.
He can't rudely push past you guys, and he's just sort of standing.
There's like a couple of guards behind us, like.
Pretty much, yeah. You're like,
I look back and I'm like, the fuck?
you turn back. The fuck? They immediately go.
Damn right! Power corrupts. Misunderstanding that metaphor.
Yeah.
As you guys walk out to the courtyard, we will go into a break.
Sweet.
As
Bye, Felicia.
we won't have a fence. Oh. So yeah, we will go to a break.
No
We will
fence.
return. Uno momento, uno.
nerd. Do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Of course you do.
Do you like people with New Zealand accents? Of course you do again.
Well, what if we told you there was a podcast that did both of those things in equal measure?
Guess what? Here is. Wake up, bucko. It's called The Fate of Isen.
And it's your new favourite tabletop role-playing podcast.
Except for the one you're obviously already listening to, which is awesome, by the way.
We roll dice, laugh a lot, and tell a surprisingly compelling tale about a plucky group of weirdos.
Hey, who you calling a weirdo?
Who gets swept up in a quest to, quote-unquote, save the world of Isen.
There's action, excitement, and there's a lot of apples. Seriously, there's way too many apples. It got way out of proportion.
Weird as my mother's top lip.
Join us on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcast action.
The Fate of Isen, new episodes every Sunday.
Get with it.
See you there.
In a world that is stemmed from the mind of a madman, a dwarf,
I am entering a maze. A maze underground.
a cat,
Just a fun little question. Do mushrooms bleed?
a lizard,
So we should kill him first?
an elephant,
Sure, I almost care about everyone else.
and a cow?
No, I'm wearing no armor. I'm a barbarian.
Yes, they band together to fight and escape the drow infested deep down under to bring news of a new threat. This is the tale of the Guardians of the Gigaxy.
Hey there, you beautiful person, you. Do you like podcasts? Well, that's a stupid question because of course you do. Hi, my name is Harley and I'm from the Necropodicon Network. I'm here invading your personal space because I wanted to invite you to come check out our shows. Oh man, we have a whole bunch, just like a big old assorted bag of candy type of deal. We have true crime, comedy, TTRPGs of varying kinds, movie reviews. The list goes on, I just don't have enough spit in my mouth for that. You can find all these shows and more on our website, necropodicon.com. We also have cast and crew profiles for every show on the network. What that means is, you get to see our beautiful faces. For free! The website is constantly being updated, so come on over and have a good time. What are you waiting for? No, seriously, what are you waiting for? You're on your phone, right? Or computer? All you have to do is, I'll let you figure it out by yourself.
Hello, mate, and Towsels is here. Do you want candy? Do you want candy, mate? I don't have any, but do you want one?
That's what gnomes do. We have toilet rugs.
Can I take something home with me?
Well, that depends on what it is.
Bag of hawk shit? Touches his face with a very large scarred hand that is also covered in hawk shit.
Grisham lets you, but only because you're huge and intimidating, and he just kind of grimaces while he massages shit into his cheek.
And
we'll begin this scene. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Gnome.
A gnome, not a child. A fully grown gnome. They're
He's
just
a little baby gnome.
They're just
older
small.
Than you want to suck my lap, mate?
We don't get any taller.
They're just small.
They're just small.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Ben for what? How you going?
Hi, I'm Marley Craft.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, big man.
Hello, little fella. Ben Four mutters to himself, "You've done well, mate." And then, like, bluff.
So you take a seat. He glares at your shit sack.
This slowly expanding pool.
Yeah, the liquid
that's
is like
coming
seeping
out from
of it. Yeah.
And he makes a show of picking it up gently as if he respects it, and then very kindly, like, putting it on the floor, not far away from the other sacks, but not on the same table.
Ben Four shouts quite loudly, "It's a good move, mate. It's full of shit."
Also eating a muffin. I'm sorry, I was eating a muffin. It was a very good muffin. Where I was in the bathroom stall and I overheard these young folks, and I just wanted to come down, and I've always wanted to do good. So here I am. Trestle Spoon.
Just says Trestle Spoon at the end of every sentence.
And to do good, Trestle Spoon.
I was just hanging out with my two best friends, and they seemed to be pretty into it.
We don't know him.
Yeah, it's a common joke what we make with each other.
Hello, we are back.
Hey.
As the party leaves the palace. Right.
Clunk, clank, clunk, clank.
So you guys are led out through the main entrance again, and basically head round sort of this path that seems to lead. It starts as a path as you are led to the back part of the palace, and then led through another door that leads you into another sort of building that looks like it's well looked after. There's not as many people sort of wandering about in here. As you guys walk through, you then are led out through another door into what looks like another garden sort of area. This is a garden John is very familiar with, as this is where you would essentially have been growing up. So.
They repaired it finally.
You walk into it and it's very mismatched in what's being put here. You guys are very easily able to pick up on the fact that the path starts with one type of stone and then a different type of stone replaces it, and then it keeps going through like this, almost like something has been removed and they couldn't find the exact replacement, and so something else has been put that looks very similar to it but isn't, and so you just notice this strange pattern that seems to have been made out of this mess.
Like the mosaic.
Oh, yeah, it's turned into more of a mosaic, yeah.
For
But it is not
people that
usual.
are so rich, they couldn't just repave it with one material?
No, I've got it. I smashed one with my foot.
What are you doing?
I'm helping. It makes it more artistic.
Ignore.
I'm pointing it
Roll
out to the
performance.
guard.
One of the guards sort of watches you guys walk past and walks over to it and starts sort of picking up the pieces and sort of like putting them back into
I haven't had to do this for a year.
John, he's got them all wrapped around his little
have no
finger.
respect for his own home?
No. No.
You saw those paintings, right?
Yeah. My penis was going
Yes,
in, not out of
his
them.
mother and father definitely think highly of him.
Yeah.
Why are you with him? Does he...
Asking Dio that, not
Do the two of you have some form of... Like, is he...
We're like, geez, God!
We're
I
frolicking
can't
breaking
talk
tiles.
about this. He will arrest me.
skip, smash. Skip, smash.
Again, I say this out loud. Again, he can try.
Can you guys both roll me strength? Just roll plus strength.
Yeah.
I want to know how effective your skip smash is going to be.
9. Skip, tap. Skip, tap.
It's a joint effort.
I'm trying to work out my prosthetics.
That was like
17?
You're a teacher.
So between the two of you guys, you walk along and you
No,
do it down,
no,
and on the
it's
same
a-
pieces you seem to jump on at the same time. You're not smashing them, but your equal weight is sort of causing them to split. So you're walking along and each rock you're hitting and just...
Honey, you've gained weight.
As you basically go through and you
I'm
create...
eating for two, darling.
Oh no, you didn't tell me.
It
wanted it
looks
to be a
like it
surprise.
could be sort of this ugly kind of setup, but as they get to the end of the garden, it looks almost Patton-esque in this
I'm not giving
destruction
up
that
the
seems to be
stand
behind
yet.
them.
Some form of, what's the word for it? Order has come from chaos.
Yeah. As the guard who was originally messing around with one of the pieces has seen all this and just kind of stands up and stands back again, just kind of watching and just goes,
Better call the wizard for the repairs. Oh well. So,
The wizard, it's just a
The
big
sage?
guy who puts tiles down.
we've been walking the whole time.
yeah. You guys continue
You guys
walking
rolling on the thing.
through this backyard area, and then you walk and you end up
Royal
basically,
table.
and you get up to the back of this castle that seems to look like it comes out of the cliffside. It looks like it's been, like the cliffside's been taken out, the castle's been sliced in, and you walk up to a part of the cliff, and the guard turns back and looks at you guys, and just goes, alright, you've permission from the king, and you're with the prince, so I'm sure we can sort of keep this trustworthy. Don't let people know about this, I guess. He turns back and pushes down on a rock, and this sort of cave opens out for a walkway, and he goes, the sage area is usually through there.
Will the door close on us?
There is a lever on the other side that you can close and open on the other side. You can very obviously see there's a lever sitting outside of it.
Just making sure that we're not going to be trapped in somewhere. Well, thank you for your guidance.
As you guys start sort of making your way into this cave.
I slapped the hat off you.
I don't have a hat.
I slapped the members
All
of
of
the
you,
hat.
except for Falcor, go into this cave, and Falcor just kind of sits at the entrance of this cave and just kind of stares at it.
Keep guard, pat pat.
He turns and
You
looks at
okay? You afraid?
Oh my god, he starts singing.
My kind of bear.
Falcor, you can stay here if you don't want to. Come
What's
in.
the plan?
Do you not want to come in?
I don't like caves.
Do you want to come with me?
No.
That is just
Wait,
not
okay.
like a bear.
That's what I need to know. He doesn't like caves.
Okay,
If he
you
doesn't
guys,
like
do
caves,
you want another fish? I think I got one more.
Okay.
Be a good boy.
You hear me yelling in the distance. A bear that doesn't like caves. What bullshit is this? Even I know that. And
I
I'm
assume
walking
it's
in.
It was telekinetic, so you would have heard him say this.
Or telepathic, sorry.
Yeah.
Kinetic is the
No, I just assume. What kind of fucking bear doesn't go in a cave?
I'd look at you after you had a silent conversation with a bear doing this.
He's staying here. He doesn't like caves. Hence why I gave him.
Seriously?
There we go.
Our most powerful character doesn't like caves.
I don't
Shut
like
the
caves.
fuck up.
As you guys start making your way into this cave,
Powerful? What is it? What? I'm fine with caves.
Johnny and Aaron, but he's not here, so there's no point describing it. But and Catch, as you guys make your way into this cave, you start feeling this innate sort of connection, sort of tapping in a bit more. It's almost like this area seems to encourage that of like magical power as you're moving into this cave.
Neat.
Can I get arcane rolls from Dio and Faridrin?
Okay.
That's actually a roll, yeah.
Okay, I have no. 6.
Dio doesn't feel any different.
Just like,
this is so good.
Fuck the universe.
You also feel this arcanic kind of power coming from this area as you guys make your way into this cave.
I cast Shield of Faith.
Don't overreact. It's just the tingles.
What you feeling?
Magic.
No universe?
This is a magically centered. Remember how the Lance was saying the magic places?
Yeah, I don't feel the magic, so yeah.
It's not real.
It's here.
Okay, that's fine.
I was just wondering if it would react to some form of spell casting, so I attempted a very basic spell.
You don't feel that did anything.
Except what the spell does.
Yeah.
Cool. I have 20 AC for the next 10 minutes.
Embrace that feeling, babe. Wander over to the.
Does Catch
Center area.
and Johnny want to dwell on this magic a little bit more or not?
I've been here before.
Dwell, concentrate, figure it out.
I've hung out with the frog before. So this is not
Do you want to
unusual.
investigate the magical bit?
Essentially, yeah.
I
Don't
spelled
take-
that wrong.
Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait.
It's
Don't.
not bait.
The way you're giving it's bait.
I know.
It's magic power, yes, I'm curious. I'm
explaining
like,
it right in
roll
magic
me an
spell.
arcane.
good.
A AA battery falls out of the ceiling. Oh.
14.
Do you have any water-based spells?
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
Wait.
Or anything that can manipulate water?
No.
Okay. No, that's cool.
I was like, chill touch? No.
You don't. As you guys as a group are moving through this cave, you feel like there is that scented elemental power coming through. But it's very kind of foreign to you because that's why I asked about the water thing. You don't know water-based magic, so it's something that you're not familiar with.
Yeah, it just feels good.
It's prime kind of like power, but you can't pinpoint it to anything. It's just powerful.
I can
I guess that
purify
wouldn't
water.
technically count.
You weren't rolling an arcane though.
My initial one. That was the first one was the Arcana, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
I'm like, but my tentacles, they would be water-based technically.
That's cold, not water.
No, that's
It's cold and thingy, necrotic. I know the tentacles.
No, they're not actually.
We have a tentacle porn argument over here.
Anyway, you guys
It's like
wander through this sort of corridor. It takes you about 5 minutes to walk through. You hear the significance of water sort of dripping on the walls, and you walk into this very open chasm that, when you look around, you notice seems to be like there's just profusely dropping water all around the edges of it. There is a little what looks like a pond in the center of this cave, and there is a stream that is coming out of it and going through a small hole that leads out of this massive chasm that's here.
So big cave, river, little cave.
Basically, yeah.
Is there any lighting? Is it just
No.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't think any of you has suffered from low light or dark vision.
No.
She's
got
yeah.
some
So,
devil's sight.
I can see it all.
everybody can see it, which is why I haven't.
Yeah, I was just making sure for just curiosity as to whether people leave lights here. I know now that it's a water thing, so I'd probably go up to the water and maybe take a look at it first, the little river thingy.
I am gonna take off my clothes and dump in the water.
Okay.
Is it deep?
I can breathe underwater, so
It is.
It's more just whether it's.
It's not deep enough to dive into.
Okay, I'll get into it.
It's more like a paddling pool kind of
fine.
amount of water.
Wait.
So you just drop and just into the water.
No, I'm just like slowly getting into the water.
Okay, yeah.
What about here?
Paddling pool. It's like knee to waist.
Knee to waist.
It's not.
Are you overprepared? So like a good 20 minutes taking off all you got.
Dio, roll me an arcane.
Nat 20, bitch.
You're lying in this sort of water, sort of like enjoying the sort of feel of where you are, and this primal kind of seems to be more connected to your lineage, sort of feeling of the water being sort of pure here, and it's just you just feel it calm at this point.
I don't feel like he's left somewhere. Maybe.
You've had a familiar feeling to this that you're lying in this pool. You get almost the exact feeling when Falcor fuses with you.
Okay.
But it's not that windy kind of gush feeling, but it's more of a liquid feeling.
I think he is in the water then. Can I roll perception?
You can roll perception.
I think he is the water. 23?
What are you doing?
I think he's in the water.
Okay.
23.
22.
You kind of both look around.
No, I think he is the water.
You think he is the water.
Yeah.
You're looking through, like trying to look for a reaction from this water and stuff. There's no sort of reaction from this.
He's got to be around, otherwise the...
Sage.
Hey, wasn't the frog not water?
Mr. Toad Sage? No,
No, he was.
He was water. Oh, so why does that one make sense? I hate this universe. I say that out loud.
The toad's the water elemental, so being a water thing around, feeling that same sense of Falcor water stuff.
So
would
mole
not
was
fuck
the
with
earth,
it.
bird was the fire, bear's the air. Rhymes, I guess.
I don't know, can I just like... I'm just going to
Toad's
sit
the
in the
water.
water and meditate and see if I can feel anything.
Wait,
I
wasn't there
suppose.
6? Lightning.
Lightning and aesthetic or slime and acid.
Slime and acidic. What was the lightning?
Pokemon.
I can go back. I can go back.
As I assume
you
perception
guys
there's nothing.
Well, you catched it, but Jerusalem with thing for it, so yeah.
Can I detect magic? Cast detect magic and see
Okay.
if there's anything happening.
So you cast detect magic.
Which
The whole place glows.
I see auras.
Oh,
Cool. You are immediately blinded.
Don't look at cats.
And as you sort of like readjust your eyes, you realize this entire area gives off an aura of like magic. This is a very magically powered area.
Type of magic? If you tell me what the effect is, I can give you what the thing would be.
Water.
Like transmutation,
Water.
Alterate. Okay.
Magic
water.
I don't know how to give you something out of the rules for this
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's a
that's close
system. It doesn't work. You're essentially looking at the prime location of all water-based magic.
The ley line for yeah.
Yeah. It's basically what you're looking at.
Literally why I'm blinded is it's that strong.
Yeah.
Ah!
It's not a specific school. It's just.
Oh god! Oh, fuck! I'm blinded for a minute.
Whether you look at the party or not, you cannot tell if they're wearing magical items because it is overtaken by this.
Are you
so looking
okay?
at Catch would make it look like Catch is magic, but then looking at a rock in this room makes it look like magic.
Can I say
I'm
that-
not magical.
In general.
While he's blind,
close to
can
the
I
mirror.
steal?
Not just as I.
No, I know, but I'm just
Close
saying.
your
like,
eyes.
The location,
Be like,
basically
I still
casting
feel
it means that you can't see
And
anything
no,
else.
not with any of them around will I close my eyes.
Can I, while his
Is that
eyes
the
are
best
closed, come up and console
I do not close my eyes. I do not trust you.
What are you
or
doing?
him.
I want to steal from him while he's blind.
I don't do
That makes
anything
sense.
of work.
Roll a sleight of hand. Roll me a perception.
Nope.
Nat 20.
You see his hands coming in like this.
I
I
grab
want to help you!
I grab it and I'm like
Snap
by
my
the wrist.
wrist.
No. Tightly, but then just push you backwards. I am fine. It's just bright. Stay there. This place is pure magic. Oh god.
What did you roll?
5.
Oh, no, I just want to see if it was a 1.
No, if it was a 1, that would be a bad time. We're in a cave.
If it's a 1, I probably would have crushed it out.
No. 1 would have caused us some chaos thing to go.
Ah, true. Yeah.
We're in a cave. We don't want that.
Right. Well, I will try and I guess take off my greaves and walk into the water as well and think of Sage. Call Sage. Try and focus on. I know it's magical.
You sit down and focus. Dio has been sitting in the water the entire time in some sort of meditative trance, sort of floating, not quite underwater, but unbothered by the water.
You guys are clearly in the wrong place. Does the cave go deeper?
Yeah, there's
Look,
a
there
little
is a
cave
small.
up
There is a
No,
there's a
I'm
stream
just-
that leads out of here.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
just
I'm going
feeling
down
the
the street.
magic.
Cool.
Yes,
Johnny,
you guys-
Johnny wanders over to this whole edge where the stream seems to be going and just kind of looks at you guys. Are you just going down?
Yeah, you guys are hung up on the wrong thing.
So Johnny just disappears down some hole.
I follow.
Yeah. I've been here before.
Should we leave them alone?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
This is like, it's like we're in
No.
shits, guys.
Yeah, I'm probably thinking
Alright,
about
let's go.
You're going a bit
Please
hard
back
too
up.
I
early.
just popped out of bracers. I mean, anything could go.
I will follow.
Cool.
Catch up with this one.
You guys jump into this hole, which immediately turns into a water slide.
Whee! See, I've been here before. Whee!
Johnny seems to be leaning like this.
Oh my god, there's right bend!
I need you guys both to roll. Anyone who jumps in, roll me dexes, whether you are able to not get smacked by the water.
I'm not
okay?
jumping in.
You're just gonna watch it.
Can we see that it's a massive slide?
You basically walk up to this hole that looks like it's basically the stream, and there's a small kind of awkward path that you could probably walk down the side of.
Can I just monk walk through it?
I grab my grappling hook out of my bag, hook it to the wall, and just start walking backwards.
Okay.
How long is the hole or slide?
10. A couple of times going down, you smack into the side and take 3 bludgeoning damage. A few times of smacking down. What did you roll?
I think I'll just, if you leave the rope
Some
up there,
dex
I'll
save.
just...
It's been a while since
Slide
Johnny's done this.
True. I'll give you that.
This is safe.
Okay, I'll just climb down the rope.
If it
I
can take
need
my weight, it can take yours.
Strength saves from you two, as you are now currently fighting a river.
But that's why I don't do that.
Strength.
Dexterity. Is it a save or a modifier?
Save.
Save. So that's 22.
Cool, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're going through. It was almost like it.
Yes!
You
I
remember,
love this part!
You remember this,
Woo!
that, there's this.
This part takes a photo!
Maybe you should.
You're screaming things
Maybe
every
you
now and then. You
should've
go,
jumped.
and then you lean left here, and catches like
No,
left
you're
and
almost
leans
the
in the correct way to a bend and smacks into the bend, and he sort of goes and
I should be okay.
realizes part the way through a couple of times of doing this to ignore Johnny, because the information he's giving you is delayed by a bit because there is a significant difference.
When he mentions, and this one takes a picture, I'm like,
And it's just a frog that
There's no.
slides
You guys
through.
just slide through. There's just nothing in there. Actually, no. You go past, and for a brief moment, you see a glowworm. But because of his dark vision, it's the sudden light, so it looks like it's a picture.
Hold on a
That-
sec.
that's
You
all.
might actually have more than what you think, by the way. If I remember this correctly.
Picking up in
Sorry.
power?
Yeah.
Yes. You think it's me.
Yeah.
What were your strength rolls?
It was a 10 plus 4 to 14, but I
that
think if
plus?
I've got this correct,
Yeah.
they
Okay.
everyone
12 plus
around
2,
me gets
which is 14.
plus 3.
It's above 10, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you guys are fine. it's not hard to fight against this, but it's still...
Yeah, everyone within 10 feet of me gets +3 to their saving throws. Just naturally.
Just always.
Within
10 feet of me. You're down there.
Too far.
Yeah, so it's a +3 to whatever your roll was.
Oh,
by
but
the way.
that other saving throw.
Okay, so
15.
15 and a 17.
You were going down a thing, it's a high
No,
DC.
not that one. The previous one where...
So yeah, something to keep in mind if I'm standing next to you and
When
he
I
says
popped
make a
out.
saving throw, actually it was.
You'll have to remind people of that.
Yeah, that's why I've tried to remind her now. But yeah, 17 and 15.
Cool. You guys slowly going down this cave. Johnny, you come through a point of the cave and feel this free fall take place.
This wasn't here before.
You are aware of this point.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, you hear Johnny saying, "I remember this," a little confused, and then about 5 seconds later, you're suddenly in free fall as well.
Oh, here we go again.
And looking down, you can see sort of Johnny and the two of you just sort of fall for about 20 feet and then splash into some water.
I'm laughing my ass off.
Geronimo!
50 feet is the rock, by the way.
Do you want to...
Cool.
Because it's only on card, I can pay.
So it's probably about the time that it comes to the fall that it stops.
So it'll be on card.
It's actually the route that they've taken is actually longer than 50 feet. You guys get about 3/4 of the way through this tunnel and you run out of rope. And you're now standing there holding rope on the stream as it's gushing away.
Guess we have to jump now.
Just jump. The water's lovely.
I'll wait for
You
you to
can't
go
see
first.
these guys.
Monk jump, whee!
There is still more tunnel for you guys. Like the tunnel route that these guys have gone down, you guys are about halfway through that tunnel.
Okay.
The path next to it just continues.
There is like these rock sort of
We
natural
should be
formations
okay
that
because
water
we
has gushed through.
we haven't gotten down the...
I'm in plate mail. I will sink to the bottom.
It's not that deep. I lie.
Yeah, Johnny sort of pops up. and you
Take
guys
off
are
your
sitting at the
plate
bottom of this
mail.
water.
In the middle of a river, holding onto a rope. It would take me an hour to take it off.
This coming from the person who, the minute they saw water, they ripped all their clothes off.
Yeah.
All she had on anyway.
Point. Is your clothing still got them?
Yeah, I'm just in like my
You're in basic gear.
Yeah. No, I'm not even. I'm in like
I took the
shit.
time to put my stuff.
You're the video game
back
NPC when
Yeah.
you're taking all the gear off.
Yeah.
I will wait for. I'll be holding on, waiting
Did you
for.
do it?
Hearing him saying it's not deep. I don't
I
trust him.
can't do that here.
I will incite him. 'Cause-
You can't hear him.
Cool, sweet. I will wait for Dio to jump and go on a Geronimo, and then
Again, you don't know that there was a drop. You guys are... The tunnel system is
we
150
just know
feet.
it's further than we've got of rope. We
Yes.
have to let
It's
go.
100. It's 150 feet of
I'll
a
go
tunnel
first.
system that
I'll go
you
first
can
and I'll
rush
catch
through really
you.
quickly if you ride the slide.
I'll go first and I'll save you if you sink.
I'm just waiting for you to let go so I can try and flip the rope.
Yeah.
And then I will, if I can, try and loosen my rope up.
Just
and
give me a
carry
straight
it back on.
dex roll. No, Dio, not yet.
10.
Cool. You do this a couple of times and then you lose grip. The rope is still attached as you go down. Okay, now give me a dex.
I tried.
And a dex save from you as well.
16.
+3.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, because she's not 10 feet.
10 feet, yeah.
No, she's further
Yeah,
than that.
I agree.
16.
You're fine.
That would be a 19.
Alright, you guys are
Minus
both
3
fine
plus
as you
2.
sort of start rocketing through this, essentially the slide. So, as Catch and Johnny have splashed into this pool and sort of come up at the bottom, you basically are in
Little
this
doggy
sort of
paddles.
this open sort of cave area that has the sound of this water coming through behind you, and there is some light that's coming from just further away from you guys. You're not making your way to the light.
I'd learned to swim from my dog.
You guys, as you make your way up, you notice that the water is sort of like the ground is coming out like this, and you swim for about 10 feet, and then eventually you're standing up in the water and sort of making your way out. There is the sound of Dio flying out of this waterfall and splashing down into the puddle.
Superhero landing.
You superhero land into the pool, and just Dio is just underwater.
Roll. Do you hit a rock? Do you hit a rock?
Pop out like, hello there.
Dex save, you just pop up.
Catch me!
6.
Cool. You pop up and go, ah, and then something, faridrin pushes you back underwater.
The 10 goes down.
It's about 20 feet down.
Minus 10.
You will have advantage at swimming in this water because this one here will probably help you, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
How strong are you? You've got a 15. You wouldn't be too bad at it.
And I can breathe underwater. So.
Yeah.
You have a swim speed technique, I would assume.
Swim speed of 30, I think it is.
Same.
But you are not restricted by having. You can constantly breathe underwater while helping.
Yeah,
so
I'm more wondering about this is like I naturally am 250 pounds. I then have plate mail on top of that. Pulling me while I'm trying to kick would possibly.
It's okay. I can just summon my arms to carry you if I need
it's
to.
strength checks at advantage for faridrin to swim up.
20. Likely that was because it was 6 first of all.
The advantage is because Dio's helping.
23.
If I need to, I'll summon my arms.
There's this. You guys sitting out of the water see this awkward kind of kerfuffle going on underwater. About 30 seconds later, faridrin pops up out of the water.
I'm gonna push her towards the edge first before I come out of the water.
How do you suck at swimming? I thought you were a lizard.
I am a dragon.
You can't talk back.
Born.
You are trying to get out of the water.
I'm just...
faridrin, you're able to walk at this point.
I just pray to myself, nice and dry.
Yeah. You come out cold clock me.
Just make perceptions for everyone.
I'm just giving you one of those death stares.
Aaron hasn't followed you guys, by the way. He's gone back out of the cave.
Perception,
And
yes.
so is Fitz. So they're together.
Not natural 20.
13.
26.
As you guys are rambling to each other, you hear the sound of voices coming from further out of the cave towards the light direction.
Common?
Yes.
Oh, no, not me.
Do I hear any more or just voices? I got a 26.
Yeah, no, you can
I
hear
just hear
conversations of
voices.
voices. It's echoing through a cave, so you know it's a common conversations going on.
I can't hear the conversation at all, though.
It's hard to make out.
Too many echoes.
Yeah.
Hello? No.
Yeah, you could do that if you want.
Sage?
The echoes kind of disappear for a moment, and someone screams back, "Hello?
Hello?
Froggy's
Hello?
Hi. Are you the sage?
Then you hear a slightly higher pitched, "Hello?"
Oh no.
Hello?
And then you hear, "Hello?"
Hello?
And then you hear something that isn't common or anything, because it's just the noise of some kid going, and it just echoes.
Make a very disgruntled face.
And
then tap the dragonborn.
It's
You're
in the
dry now.
Braxky twins. Up to their pranks again.
I'm gonna walk towards the sound.
As you guys
slowly making
page of crosses.
as you guys start making your way towards this light, you sort of come across this. It looks like a roped off kind of area that you guys can sort of climb over.
Does it say VIP?
No, it's just it looks like it's a barrier rope.
How high is it roughly?
It's more of a guide than anything else. It's not like high. It's just sort of like here's
At the knees?
Yeah.
At the knees? My knees or like their
Oh
knees?
my god, why does that
Anyone's
matter?
knees.
I attempt to limbo under it.
Roll me
Never
a-
did my madness.
Roll me dex save.
You start hearing dun, 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 dun,
No, I'm playing that. You're like, get the
You
music.
guys
ready.
are all sort of climbing up over this thing as Catch starts to try and limbo, and Johnny turns up ting, 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 with the spoons. You slip and then fall backwards.
You threw me off, darling.
I just step over and carry on walking.
It worked in Prague.
There's nothing else in this big cave before we disappear from it?
As you stand up, how long does your detect magic last for?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You probably wouldn't have necessarily given me a tick having looked at me.
10 minutes, but if I take damage because it's concentration, I might lose them.
You don't take damage, so yeah.
And 30 feet within around me.
Okay. So you sort of, as a
No,
group,
you
sort of start gathering up each other and sort of hopping over this rope.
I just...
Slide over the rope.
Wiggle over and wiggle.
As you guys sort of regain yourselves and sort of look out, you notice that where you're standing looks like it's sort of like a viewing platform kind of area. Johnny, give me a history.
Oh no,
This
guys.
is where the toad addresses large groups of people.
Natural 20.
Johnny, you look down, and in the past you've always thought of this as just being the podium where people stand. You realise this is one of those teleportation pads that Drew and Luggage has been sitting around. There is another one of these pads that's sitting about 10 feet away.
It does a Naruto-style flashback where I'm talking to the toad near the pad, and he's telling me about the great teleportation adventures. Damn it!
No, it's just...
Well, you get a memory of being beaten the crap out of by the big scary mechanical thing after going through a teleporter.
Yes, that's more
my
like
god.
Hey, maybe the toad went through the teleporter by accident.
So you recognise this pad.
Yeah.
In the past it would have been just a random podium that looks like it's nice and everything, but you realise this is one of those teleportation pads.
Oh, it's one of those.
Teleportation pads.
Abjuration, I think, is for that.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Hang on. So, only Dio's seen one.
Dio, yeah, you actually... Yeah, no, Dio's seen these as well.
Yeah, Dio's the only other one.
Conjuration.
Yeah, roll.
Yeah.
So you were flat out remembering it.
Yeah, I remember.
I wander up to it and...
What is that magic rock?
It teleports you.
Click, clack,
You
glory
don't
rock.
need to-
Yeah, wrong one.
Just literally just
I
told
know.
you that it teleports people.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you got here via a portal, so you got nothing to stand on.
Click, clack.
No, it's more I'm not necessarily going to believe him.
Actually, it's a good
I know, it's hard to tell when
I've
I'm telling
seen
the
the
truth.
conjuration magic. He's told me it's a teleporter.
Yeah.
We are very similar. I mean, you know. I don't trust me, I don't trust you.
It's a teleporter.
That being pointed out to Aaron, I assume.
Aaron isn't there.
Okay.
Aaron and Fitz didn't go down the slide.
The only two that could have proven
I
me
would
right.
I would like to take some time to try and figure out. Obviously, I've probably never seen one of these before. I need to.
You've seen the one that was in Silverthorn.
Cool. I want to find the symbol.
You're just sort of rummaging through, looking around.
Trying to figure out if I can figure out which symbol is used to teleport to this.
Do you know that? You've seen this pad before. You don't know it's a teleporter though.
I'm saying it's a teleporter.
If you
I'm jumping up on top of it.
Have you
saying,
specified how it works though?
You need a magic rock.
Click, clack, glory rock.
I will not give you
Surprisingly.
this because you do not have enough information as a character to know to look for this.
Cool.
This is why I was checking to see what he was saying. After you identify, you are aware that this is a two-way teleporter to something, and it requires something to activate it.
See, you didn't give me that information.
I didn't remember.
A glowy rock.
Yeah, we get a magic rock, it powers the thing, then it teleports to a mansion.
Click, clack, glory rock.
Yeah, okay.
Are there like stones nearby?
I miss luggage!
There's
That's
some
the
big
tears.
rocks around, but there's-
I pick one up,
No.
press D, and it's glowing.
No, it has to be like a gem sort of rock. Yeah, not just any magic rock. But these things are super old.
Older than your mom.
Yeah, older than your mum. I know for sure.
I don't have a mum.
I time travel. Don't worry about it. I know, right? Who gives a shit?
As you guys are talking, this human starts sort of walking in your direction, and he
Oh,
looks
hearing
like he's
voices.
carrying some sort of like clipboard of some kind. As he sort of walks up and sees you guys and goes,
You got a magic rock?
no.
Got a magic rock.
We need it. I do.
We went. Remember when you got your ass kicked and I
I
said,
know
"Yeah,
you have
I
a magic
pick
rock."
one of these."
Oh, right.
He's got a rock. You don't have a rock. The only you out of the current people that are here, the only one that has a
Unfortunately.
rock.
No, I imagine I'm like,
I'm
I
trying
need a
not to
magic
say
rock,
it.
and I just start emptying all my pockets until I find
this
it.
guy walks up and goes, hi.
King sent us.
Do you have a
to try
magic
and
rock?
fight-
I'm looking for a magic rock. I've just got a lot of other crap.
I'm from the Hunters Guild. We are helping to
50
locate the
spoons
sage.
out of nowhere.
I take my trench coat off, tip it upside down.
Okay, cool.
God, that's a lot of
I'm
spoons.
from the Sage Inn, and I'm coming to clean the cave because visitors come in and leave rubbish everywhere.
There's an inn here.
I
I was
just-
told.
Watch Johnny.
I was told this
Did you
was
guys
a
not
cave.
see the sign that
This
said
is the
water
cave.
slide
This-
$5?
You're standing in the
I have
Great
no
Sage cave. Like, we get tourists in here and they will shout to the cave and the cave sage will respond back.
That the sage cave? I'm asking as I point up at the hole we just came out through.
He looks up and goes, what are you looking at?
That hole.
What hole?
That hole.
I can't see that hole.
I can't light it up, sorry. Wait, no, I can. Guiding bolt!
Oh my god, no!
Eldritch blast!
And I hit the roof with a guiding bolt and light it up. There!
Yeah, you're...
This is a guy who doesn't have dark vision.
This is a human, yes. That's why I hit it with light.
Oh yeah, I think I saw it all up there. Okay, cool. I mean the water comes down from that direction. That makes sense. Cool. Did you come from up there?
Yeah, that's where the water slide is.
Water slide?
Water slide. 100% sincere.
Okay.
I'm a prince. Shut up and listen to me.
Okay.
Thanks. Now, look at this pile of stuff from my coat. Do you see a powerful magic rock?
It looks seems about.
I'm not wearing pants anymore. I've got them upside down.
It's 90% spoons.
And he's not dark vision, so probably can't see half of it.
He is holding. There was like a glowing torch on the.
Get your torch closer. I'm sure already some of
And the
it's
fact that
flammable.
he's not wearing pants, does that not scare you? It scares me.
He can't see that.
Yeah.
He's looking at the spoons.
I can see that.
Did he take off his pants?
Yeah, because I took off my coat, tipped it upside down, and then took off my pants to shake out the pockets.
Oh god.
Yeah, like that.
I didn't hear that, please.
Shit, I'm marrying that.
I pull out a cloak and throw it on him.
You're too deep in the lie.
Just, ugh.
Have you seen that
In
series?
the pile of shit, I attempt to look for what would be a magic rock, I guess.
I've got detect magic still up.
Oh, cool. Well, tell me.
I assume.
Why would you? Why would you?
No,
why
your
would you
detect
take
magic would have gone by now.
Okay.
Oh, good.
This is a decision of whether Johnny's actively. Where do you keep this rock on your person?
You're like, tick.
I genuinely forgot.
So it's in the spoon pocket. Cool.
Yeah, okay,
It's
cool.
just vanished in there. So he's just digging out spoons constantly.
No, I tipped out the trench coat upside down.
Okay,
to
so there's a,
shake out
there's a
everything.
massive pile.
Yeah.
There's a massive pile, and what looks like in this sort of pile is a green-looking rock.
There it is.
Yoink.
Okay, so tap this, and I put it in your hand, on the teleportation thing, and it'll take you to my house.
Wait. How do we get back?
You tap it again.
Don't
tap.
I'm
Catch! Johnny.
No.
Dio and Faridrin were not standing on the portal because you guys were.
Oh.
You two were actively standing there. You two were not.
Yeah. See, it did it.
Well, that's a letdown.
You two vroom, vanish.
Oh, no, we were-
This guy just freaks out at the same time as this is happening and drops his clipboard. Dio, you notice on his clipboard there is this random symbol that is attached to you've seen these symbols before. On his clipboard there is like this the Sage Cave Inn, and it has the symbol on the front of it and the back of it, like they've seen the symbol somewhere and used it as part of their like logo. You recognize the symbol as one that Luggage has drawn in that weird thing back at the mansion. Dio essentially knows the symbol to bring you back. If Dio was with you guys.
But Dio doesn't have a click clack glory rock to get there because Luggage didn't trust him enough yet. Her enough yet.
Luggage fucked up.
It's alright, we could go upstairs and get Johnny.
Yeah.
In fact, sorry, Aaron. In fact, I think we need to.
Alright.
Huh.
Okay.
So,
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Freak out because two random people just showed up.
So sitting at the
I'm gonna have to
mansion.
RP myself and myself.
Yeah, you are.
Sitting at the mansion, Johnny and Catch vroom, appear in this basement.
See, my house. Oh, we're in the bottom. Hang on, it's more impressive from
And
the outside.
there's a and Jeeves appears and goes, Johnny?
It's my butler.
Who's this?
Yeah, my wife.
You're a changeling.
Oh, rude, mate.
It's the species. I'm able to pick up what species are where.
Thank you, darling.
You can be whatever you want to be.
Literally is what a changeling is, Johnny.
Oh, okay. Gross.
What brings you guys back here? You came... Hold on.
We found another teleportation thingy.
Yeah, you came from a different portal.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Butler, sir.
Yes. Jeez.
What do you see when you look at me?
A goo.
Does he see the changeling form, or what I am?
He sees everything that is you. He can tell the species. He kind of fuzzes a little bit and goes, I mean, you're a changeling. I see kind of everything of it. I don't see like most of your mortal species see. I get outlines of it, I guess. He points, the holographic version of it points up at like this blue rock that's glowing in the corner. He goes, I pick up things through those senses. I get your weird
He's seen some scary shit right now.
I get your weird mentalness of everything.
If he knew fear. Let's see.
Luggage isn't here at the moment if you were looking for him. He's digging at the moment.
Just bring the fan up.
Silver.
It's the skelly that digs with him. It's like a little luggage.
You came from a different teleporter.
Yeah, I know. I found a new one. I wanted to come back as soon as I found it.
Did you make note of the symbol for that?
I can. Send me back.
I can't.
Whoops.
So where will we go if I tap it again?
Nowhere. He reappears over by this sort of weird, like, sand-rung thing. It's like, you've got to put the symbol that you need to go through here, and it will bring you back.
I just stare at Johnny.
Well, we're away from my kingdom, so I'm happy.
So about this in.
Yeah, so...
You can let them finish if you want.
No. So this guy
I
sort of
think
stands
that's a
up and
good
goes,
point.
where did your friends go?
They went back to
Friends?
the house. Yeah. So about this inn.
Let's call them acquaintances, please.
Okay, sure.
And also, yes.
Do
not know. It's a teleporter.
I'm friends.
Okay.
They're acquaintances.
Right, well, we have an inn that's just on the outside of this cave. Well, follow me to it, I guess.
Expect it from the paladin.
As you guys start walking out, you guys sort of come more into the light. You realise
accepting and shit.
this, as you walk further out, it looks more sort of like well looked after, and sort of like proper wooden paths and things like that. As you wander down this path and walk outside, and basically come out of the side of this mountain. That was this, it seems like it's the same mountain from the kingdom, and as you guys look to your left, you can see the dock areas.
I would like to ask if he can send a message to the castle to ask for the guard John that escorted us to the cave in the first place.
He looks at you and goes, I can't send messages to the castle. I just run the inn. He points out.
Is there a young child around? Someone down in his cups who would be happy to take 2 coppers and go run up to the castle for me?
Oh, potentially.
There's like a guy full of
is
arrows.
As you're walking down.
Every time he has it in him.
Roll me perceptions.
Jesus Christ.
12.
You guys are talking and you hear, there's a flying man! And you guys sort of look out and you look up and you can see what looks like Aaron kind of circling part of this mountain.
Of course.
Just sort of hovering around. Roll me performance.
17.
You see Aaron stop and sort of go, ah! And just come flying down to you guys and sort of land. And then diffuses and Falcor sitting there just going next to you guys. And he goes, so yeah, you guys disappeared down a hole and...
So yeah, Johnny and that weird thing that he just met teleported to the mansion and they don't have the thing to get back.
Weird guy. We don't know that it's wibbly wobbly. Weird.
I don't trust him, so I think weird.
I'll agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess it was a good thing I tried looking for you guys. You guys disappeared. Your rope thing's still down the cave. Me and Fitz made our way back here and asked if there was an area with a cave wing. Apparently, they were aware of the fact that Johnny used to travel through it, and so they just said it was on the outside of the town. So I figured it would be easier if I flew down to meet you guys at the other end. I was kind of hoping to ski, to be honest.
Did they explain if there was any difference or intention between putting us at the back door than the front door?
I didn't ask.
The guard was like, that's just the way Johnny liked it.
We found a teleporter.
Oh.
Or at least that's what Johnny called it. It's a pit. We'll be back in a few minutes, calling out to the tavern owner.
Aaron follows you and I'm guessing Dio up to the teleporter pad and sort of walks up and goes, "Oh, okay, cool."
Now, before you do anything,
yep.
Do we need them?
I feel like it would be more dangerous to leave them at the mansion. And we should
But
bring them back.
luggage and the small one are there. Oh no, I think the small one.
I mean, we could bring them.
Who are you calling small fry?
Aaron walks over to the teleporter pad and sort of starts
in a
brushing some
loving
rocks
way,
to the
the
side
small
and sort of
one.
makes a note of the symbol in his head and just goes, "I mean, I can bring them back here if you want me to bring them back."
Yeah, maybe we should keep an eye on them.
What?
You see
I don't
miles
want
in the
to,
distance,
but we need
there's
to
smoke.
keep an eye on them.
Hold on,
Luggage
I hate doing
and
this.
Drew
Hold on.
aren't that
He turns to
insightful,
Falcor
so
and just
we could
goes,
definitely pull one.
"Falcor, can you send him a message?" And Falcor just kind of mumbles. Back at the mansion, you're sitting there with Jeeves, who's trying to explain that he can't give you a thing that he doesn't understand. You suddenly get this message: "We can bring you back if you want." Aaron's back at the teleporter pad. If you want, I can send you an image.
Oh, it's the bears talking to me. Send me the image. And then I'm like, you know when
So
you
you're like, "Send me an image." You two are sitting there, like, kind of confused for a little bit.
Not that confused.
You know when somebody talks you through instructions on a computer?
No, it's not that.
Not good.
Aaron turns to Falcor and goes and draws something on a piece of paper and puts it in front of Falcor and just goes, "Send that to them." Falcor sort of slightly fuzzles a bit, and this ethereal form appears in front of him, holding a chest. And Falcor sort of drops this piece of paper in the chest. It closes, and the swarm just goes and vanishes out of the cave.
Falcor only does that for people he likes.
Oh no, it's gonna hit me at force.
And Catch
He
and Johnny
did
are
it because Aaron asked him to.
Yeah, so Aaron's been talking to Falcor.
Been mean to Falcor, you might like me.
Catch and Johnny, you guys are sort of sitting there, sort of figuring out what's going on there. You've gotten this message come through.
Something's coming.
Yeah,
I brace myself.
Suddenly you were aware that there is something in a chest. You turn to your right, and suddenly this ghostly figure just walks through the stairs, holding this chest, and walks up to you and shows you the chest.
Oh, thank you. Telegram. Oh, wait, this is the thing!
You can open up the chest, and inside the chest is the symbol.
I was like, wait, that makes much more sense. Open it. Got it!
James
Slap it to
looking over the
Jeeves.
shoulder. So that's what you're meant to have given me.
James looks at it and goes, "Noted."
To be fair, you didn't tell me us before we went.
I didn't have to. I hadn't had to do it in the past.
Screw you.
Screw you guys and one hand.
I am home.
The second hand.
Jeeves.
Put my hand through Jeeves.
Jeeves just sort of flickers with it. It's like,
I don't think we can.
True. Jeeves.
he just looks at you. Just, I guess you guys can. Are you heading back? Do you want me to? Are you guys going to go back now? Yeah.
Yeah, fine, whatever. I go and
Probably.
stand on the thing. I grab your hand and drag you onto it. We better go. Somebody will kill us. Either here or there.
Just wait till you get back.
Yeah, exactly. Here
Jeeves,
or there.
You guys sort of sit there, and Jeeves goes, "Hold on a second," and just sort of vanishes, and the piece of like tablet thing that's there starts moving on its own as the symbol gets drawn up, and then Jeeves reappears again and goes, "I'm glad I regained control of that. It's kind of annoying waiting for you guys to do it."
I know, right?
You want to hit the rock on that
Terrible.
thing though?
Bye.
You guys. As you guys are sitting in this cave, suddenly the
Wait, I don't have a rock.
There's something
You
I
don't
forgot
know
to
where
check.
to
You
get
need a
the
con
rock
save.
Oh yeah, I should be vomiting.
Catch now
a
has a
lot.
rock.
Yeah, that would be vomiting.
And he might not be here in a week's time.
Oh, I didn't vomit on the way back. I'm getting better.
No, no, replace that. It's the other way around now.
Oh no!
You guys are sitting there in front of this teleporter pad, sort of confused by it, and then the side of it starts to glow a little bit, and then, vroom, Johnny and Catch reappear, and then Johnny throws up.
Charming.
I would like to attempt to grab the rock.
From
My
Catch.
rock. Hey, eat it.
Save versus
Athletics, like a grapple, athletics
Yeah.
versus acrobatics, or etc.
No, sleight of hand versus.
I'll attempt to grab. Can I
Perception
attempt to
to
grab
begin
as well?
with.
No, seriously.
You're perceiving him doing this. You got to be quick. It'd be.
Be Dex, because
Yeah,
I can
Dex.
see him coming for me.
Yeah.
Where's sleight of
Or
hand?
her.
I want to
Dex
attempt to
save.
do it.
21.
9.
Catch just goes.
Do you mind?
Are you trying to grab it as well?
Yeah.
Can I have my rock back? Thanks.
I'm like,
Come on, I brought you back.
Can I have it?
and I look over at Aaron.
Aaron's just standing there. He's
And
just
he's like, technically,
Can
this
I?
is-
Can I just go? Can I have the rock?
That doesn't work.
That's what you
Are
think.
you trying to charm a charmer?
Yeah. Wow, that's insulting. You know your place.
I'm like, no, don't.
I tried.
Also, you don't like me.
Yeah.
I ain't falling for that shit.
I tried.
And we high five and start panicking again. For some reason, this is all known between charming people.
I look at Aaron.
Mine-
Between him and Johnny.
I can only hold mine.
Yeah, it doesn't work for other people. Whoopah. I'll put it
At
back
least
in
a
the
little
spoon
bit.
pocket. Oh my god, I just realised I
If it's never used
teleported
it
without
before,
my pants.
Steals it and taps it and disappears without thinking for a second. Don't want him to have it. Him having it is a little bit better.
I just realised I went
Yes,
back and forth
I
without my
understand.
pants at my dress.
We left all the shit behind.
What was it? Or even.
Even.
Your pants have vomit all over them.
Ah! Is it the back or the front?
Or even.
Even.
Front.
Damn it!
Vomit dick.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys
Yeah,
as a
that
group.
would be nice. I hold it up. Please.
You guys as a group start making your way back out of the cave, and the guy who was talking to you before is just been standing there, and he's like, "Oh, good, your friends are back."
Ta-da!
I wouldn't necessarily say good, but at least we know where they are.
I definitely say friends. Thumbs up in the distance.
So yeah, this, I guess, this is the end for the sage visit. We usually charge coin for people to go in and talk to the
They
sage.
can
but
go
the
for
sage-
free.
but the sage,
Put it
sage
on
hasn't
my
been here
tab.
a while.
I'll spend some time looking around this place.
It's just this average inn that you guys sort of walk
I
around.
meant the where the teleporter was and things, where the people visit the sage.
Yeah. This guy sort of walks you through and sort of says, well, what happens usually is you can scream to the cave, and the cave sage will talk back and give forth some sort of wisdom to people, but he hasn't been here for a couple of weeks.
So the sage isn't usually physically there.
No, we get the message from the sage, but he hasn't been talking for the last couple of weeks. We're not sure why.
Okay, well, I'm going back around.
I am speed.
You can if you want to. I'm
Yeah.
just going to go outside, back around the entire mountain, back to the place that we were in the first place.
Which
before we
requires you
fell
to go
down.
back into the city.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm fine with doing that.
You start walking back into the city, and Aaron goes, wait, so we going back
I'm
again?
trying to kind of palm these two off to the inn.
I'm gonna
to have a few drinks and things.
I'm
while
gonna
I
sit
find
by
shit out.
the other hole for a little bit and just.
I'm just like, I follow the tail.
I know.
It's Betty Bob, the
Talking
village
to
hall.
talking to the cave. I don't know, for a little bit. See if anything
Everyone's
responds.
ridden her.
I will give you this. You can assume they have been yelling to the sage that normally would sit at the cave entrance on the other end.
Mm.
Because he's not there to answer, you talking to the cave will go get your own echoes back to you.
Stop copying me. Stop copying me.
Yeah, basically.
You're attractive. Oh, I thank you.
You're attractive. Not. What?
As we're walking up, I assume
Aaron's talking to the innkeeper guy at the moment.
Okay.
So as you guys start to leave, he starts talking to him. It's like, how many people come through? And he's just getting average information.
Just basic stuff. The reason why I was going to ask him is to find out whether, because he knows about this, the bear, possibly has some understanding of the.
It might be sideways now, but that's okay.
You're about to be in debt to someone else.
No, but
So,
like, yeah, no.
as he finishes talking to him about sort of visitors and stuff like that, Aaron just goes, "Can I, like, what kind of visitors come through?" And the guy goes, "Oh, we get odds and ends. One of the last significant, there was a massive group that came in with sort of matching uniforms and things. Were kind of rude. And then they sort of left, and Aaron goes, "Oh, okay."
Uniforms?
I will be following and supporting.
I heard a bunch of people who are rude.
I'll
Uniforms?
be sure to get us in a bunch of trouble.
And Aaron goes, "You wouldn't be able to get me information on that, would you?" And I'm about to end it.
I know. We're just thinking out.
No, I'm literally...
The whole game.
We're
He's
time
finishing-
sensitive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll listen to this bit, and then we can finish the conversation and head out.
Yeah, he talks about how this group of this strange group of people turned up very interested in the sage, talking about it. Talking about the sage and very very interested about it and sort of getting more information from them. And he mentions that they seem very clued into wanting to know about this place of interest. And Aaron questions them, like asks him if he carries sort of a notes of information of people who come in. This guy sort of turns and walks back inside, says he's got like a book or something and disappears.
Descriptions and things?
Yeah, and Aaron turns to you guys and goes, "I mean, it's a lead."
I don't know about anything to do with the others, so yeah, but still, a uniform usually means that we've got a group of some kind. I'm with that as well. I do have a question for you.
Of course.
You know of at least the bear. I assume it does. If the bear disappears, does the magic stay in his home?
No. If he dies, which has happened, wind magic vanishes.
So that means I can tell, I am safe to say that the toad, or the toad is still alive. Because in the cave, I was blinded by magic.
I guess it's because it's where he reforms. Like, Falcor wasn't always a bear. Like, when he died, he reformed in a mountain pass, sort of that way, sort of points off in direction. It's like, and then reformed as a bear a couple of days later. So if it was destroyed, it would have reformed a couple of days later, but we'd also have noticed the lack of anything that was water-based magic. So, it's possibly been stolen, if he's not here. Villager?
So what I was looking for this, but one of the spells I have, which is pretty much find beast or locate beast, but it's not that. I can find a steed.
Steal a toad.
Alright, well, I guess we should probably hold it there for now.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
We shall hold it there, as I'm assuming Aaron will be here next week to continue on Aaron's conversation with you guys.
Good.
There is also an NPC who you might find.
If we're possibly
If we're here.
We'll see how it goes.
There
It's
might be a
mystery.
small
Also,
board
will
of
it be a
flesh.
Friday or Saturday?
It will be
Saturday.
a Saturday. It won't be here, it'll be somewhere else, because it'll be madness.
Bye.